Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the channel. So it's day after Thanksgiving. Here we are. Hope everybody had enough. Got to spend some time with the people that matter most to you. So here we are on a Friday night. Might have a little slow attendance tonight. We're going to do the best we can. Try to keep this Friday thing going. So Doug, welcome back to the channel. You missed our
Thank
Wednesday
you.
night spontaneous combustion thing, but glad to have you in now.
Hey, Wednesday got a little busy for me anyway. Yeah, with what I do, there was a heavy travel day, and I had to work late. Let's just put it that way.
Understandable. I'd actually had some other people scheduled to come in tonight, and I apparently had technical problems. Luckily, Doug waited for me, but nobody else did. So I kind of blew that. Had some new people coming in tonight, some people who hadn't been in before. But I guess that's what happens, you know. Things what happens supposed to happen, I guess. So we made it. So Doug, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was a great morning. I slept till noon.
And happy birthday to Dad.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah,
miss that.
definitely. He turned 80, so he had his cake and all that, and his thing was just staying up till I don't know. He does that sundown thing, so he's up all night anyway. But I found out that he can stay up later than I can.
I have noticed that as I get older, my body wants to stay up later and wants to get up earlier. And I'm fighting that with everything I got because I'm sleepy all day. I guess the closer you get to death, the more you become part of night. Because I just want to be up at night now. Maybe because it's cooler at night. Maybe that's an old man problem. It's just nicer.
Sundowner.
I have sundowner syndrome. Yes, I have sundowner syndrome.
I was going to ask you about that with your new sponsor. Does that do anything for your energy levels?
It makes you want to have more energy. So so obviously, yeah, I have a new sponsor. It's actually the company I work for who makes pharmaceuticals. And one of the things we make a lot of there is we make the over the counters, the antibiotics, and we make enema stuff. We make douches. We make foot care lotion. We make scar cream, but we also make sexual aids products. So if you're interested, link below on one of my regular videos. I'll put the link down here to you after we're done. But the company's Natureplex, and we sell lifestyle products. Let's call it that. And they're a whole lot cheaper than you'd get them from a actual lifestyle store. We sell to other big companies and online stuff that you probably heard of, but when we sell them, they're a lot cheaper. So look down, look up Natureplex, go on Amazon, look up Natureplex, and we sell a lot of stuff. So having said that, let's see who we got in the chat tonight. So it's Randy Kitty, Keith Huntsman. Keith was giving me some crap, I think, earlier about my video, asking who that last guy was on the video, and that was me, obviously, selling the women's warming lotion and the men's Invigor spray. So it's a fun company to work for. We obviously we were coming up with these commercials and coming up with taglines and stuff, and it was like a bunch of third graders that had just learned how to cuss. Because some of these taglines you'll see and some of this stuff we're talking about, that was off the top of our head, man. We were just having fun making this commercial. If nothing else, all these commercials I'm going to be making for them are going to be a lot of fun. Because we don't have to worry about ABC and CBS censors, All we got to worry about is if it'll look good on YouTube and Instagram. So that's what we're doing. And we're having a lot of fun doing it. So welcome, everyone. Neil, welcome in, 1905 Flyer. I still have not found out who the guitar man was in our last live chat Friday night who said they live in South Haven with me. Never found out who they were. So it's funny how when you find out people you've never heard of will come on the channel or come on your videos and I live here. Cool. At first it's cool, and then a couple of weeks later you don't know who they are, then it's like, do I have a stalker? What the hell's going on here? So anyway.
I don't see her on.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So you play instruments or instrument?
I do play instruments. I dabble. I'm really good at drums. I used to be really good at guitar, and I need to get drums. You know, you always have the rhythm in your head. Drums, you don't really forget. It's easy to pick back up. Guitar, man. I mean, you start to snooze on it, you lose on it. So I've got to get back
Right.
into practicing guitar because I mean I love playing guitar. I love the feel. I love the I love jamming. I love singing. But you've got to practice or it goes away. So I got to get back into practicing guitar.
Found that out with stringed instruments. Yeah, if you don't stay with it, you start to forget it. Then you got to get on and start playing with it. I don't know if you know this about me. I play the banjo, um,
I know now.
and I haven't in a while. I played. I dabbled. I played in a band, um, bluegrass band. We put out like a little more than a dozen albums. So stuff from the past. Good times though, real good times. Got a good. I got a good story from one of them. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to tell it in the first few minutes.
I'm sure you are. Well, we're into it now. I'm actually trying to get a hold of somebody now. Go and tell your story. I'm trying to get a hold of someone.
Oh my God, I was at we were at a county fair, playing, a gig down there, and we were taking a break. I was kind of sitting off on one of the benches on the side, and I had this bottle of sunscreen in my pocket, and it was about that long. And all these girls kept coming up and talking to me. Hey, what are you doing later? "Oh, I'm going home. Like, why are they talking to me? I play the banjo. This is like the least flirty, that no woman's going to be attracted to the banjo player. Okay. So, but yeah, they all kept coming up and talking to me. And I was like, man, one of the guys comes over. Matter of fact, it was the other banjo player, came walking over and he goes, all these girls keep talking to us. Yeah. And he goes, is that your sunscreen? What? Yeah, look. And I look down and I'm like, oh, yeah, I got it in my pocket.
Is that a rabbit in your pocket or?
Apparently it looked like something else.
It is a
So,
rabbit in your pocket.
and just randomly, yeah, yeah. So,
Why would they not be interested in the banjo guy? That's taking really fast fingers. I mean, maybe that's
one going there,
maybe that's a draw.
and each one of your fingers is skilled. Oh, it's that whole forward roll.
It is a forward
Oh,
roll.
Serenity played the banjo. Nice. Yeah, shoot. We used to. It's really good to get together with somebody that's actually, anybody that plays. Get together with somebody that plays the same instruments, and you kind of compete off each other, learn off each other, and then who can play the fastest, especially with banjos, who can burn the other one out, and oh my God, we did there was some crazy nights that we just went for a while, heated up some strings, literally. So good times.
We go to obviously anybody that's been on for a while remembers Angry Mike's Garage. It's a friend I go to. I work with him. Go to his house, and he has his whole front room is set up with a bunch of guitars. He's got drums. He's got mics. He's got monitors, and we go over there and just have a ball. And
I've seen that guy. I've seen it. You've done some live. I think live streams
we've
from
done
those
some
those
lives,
guys.
yeah, and it's so much fun. Um,
Yeah, good times.
it is a lot of fun. So yeah, I mean, even if he's very good, and it's funny no matter how bad I am, we're still having fun. So I think jam sessions, no matter one, they're a lot of fun. Two, it gives you a reason to drink, and three of it just it's fun for other people to watch because it's always a good time, no matter how
Yeah,
good or bad or how talented you are. It's just fun. So I encourage
straight
everybody
up.
to if you don't know an instrument, pick up a bongo, man. Just go hang out with your friends and beat on a bongo. Anybody can beat a bongo. Drums are pretty easy. They can get
Tambourine.
complex. Pick up a tambourine, a shake, a fork,
There you go.
spoons, whatever. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, so what'd you do for things?
What's the topic tonight?
Dude, well, apparently I forgot to change the topic for the header. So the way I run this is I'll put the header in the topic, a thumbnail, and I put in, the topic on the thumbnail, and I didn't put it actually on the stream. So tonight's stream is, what are we getting ready for winter? Obviously you're gonna keep writing. I get to keep writing for the most of it.
Yeah.
But what are you guys planning on doing? You got projects going on this winter? You gonna like park the bike up and tear it down? Is it a good time?
You know, I'm going to switch out the grips. I'm actually going to put the heated grips on this bike, on this new one. And I'm probably going to just buy two sets. I'll put them on the electric light as well. The BMWs, they're already set for that. And then I'm also in process still of getting a road sofa with twin heaters for it, um, for the Fat Boy. The stock seats that come on it are just not comfortable for a passenger. They're ridiculous. Um, and then I'm still working on engine stuff. I'm still ripping all the emissions garbage off of it so it doesn't tear that engine up. Um, we talked about that on that last stream about a week ago. How disappointed I am with the emissions and how it just completely destroys an engine. You know, so they just end up they all run like crap in about 60,000 miles, and I can't have that. So I got to do something about it. I'm used to engines lasting me until about 160, 170,000 miles, and that's what I want. That's what I want to happen with this one. This one's going to last a long time, and I'm not doing any stage changes on it. You know, I'm going to keep that engine the same way it is, with the exception of removing all of the emissions garbage off of it. Just so happens that where I live, it's not required, so we don't have any emissions here. I guess the population's not high enough. So, well, at least we're unregistered out of it. So, yeah,
You ever
we're
notice the
gonna.
places that have emission standards aren't very green, and the places that don't have emission standards, in the South, we have lots of green. So I think the smart people realize that if you let some of those emissions into the atmosphere, it's actually good for the trees and the plant life.
You know,
Uh,
I look at it another way when it comes to engines. Engines are basically it's an air compressor with fire inside. Okay, and if you set your engine up to where it's going to run efficiently, you're not going to have any emissions problems anyway. So I don't need anything choking off its ability to breathe. And I'm not if it would be like being on a respirator and having them pump carbon monoxide into it while you're breathing. It's ridiculous. Why would you do that? You'd want oxygen. You'd want good
fresh
clean
air.
air going into it, and that's if you treat your engine the same way. You get rid of the garbage air and put clean good air into it. Set it up right. Make sure that it's tuned correctly, and you're going to have a good, clean running engine, regardless of any of the garbage that the different environmental groups say you need. You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous some of the things that they put on there. It screws everything up. I can show you.
Oh, I believe you. That's why my wife would let me get. So we rented a Road Glide Limited about 3 years ago, and because of the catalytic converter, because it gets so hot, Dad hated it. And I love that motorcycle, but that catalytic converter was right by her leg, and it
Yep.
made the heat just about unbearable. I mean, again, it's holding back, the breath. It's giving it a hot spot. It's limiting that cooling breath. And so it just made the bike, for her unbearable. For me, I was fine. I was up front. I could spread my legs, whatever. But her legs had to be right there. So she absolutely hated it.
Yeah. I. You know what? Different vehicle. I bought a truck one time. The guy wanted it was like 6,500 for it. This was quite a few days ago, a few years ago, a couple decades ago. Anyway, so I bought this pickup truck. The guy wanted like 6,200 for it, and I was like, I'll go take a look at it. Looks like a good truck. He hasn't really screwed anything up with it. I asked him what he did with the engine, and he said nothing. He just changed the oil. And I said, okay. I took a look at the oil. It was a little burned, but not torched. So it was regularly maintained. And I said, so what's going on? He starts it up, and I can hear it. It starts and runs like crap, and then dies. And I'm going, all right. I think I know what it is. Start it up again. I walk over, just kind of put my hand over the exhaust pipe, just held it there, and it wouldn't start. And I went, all right, it's a catalytic converter. And so I walked back and said, I don't know. And he goes, that engine's done. He goes, I'm going to be honest with you, the engine's torched. And I said, I don't think it's the engine. And we went back and forth, and I realized I'm arguing with this guy over him saying that his engine's done, and I'm saying it's not.
Yeah.
So after about 5 minutes of me feeling good enough to know that I've argued with him enough, I said, "I'll tell you what. Then, if you think this engine's torched, I'll give you 3,000 cash for the truck and a hammer." And he goes, "A hammer?" And I said, "A regular claw hammer." And he goes, 3,000. I said, 3,500 for the truck and the hammer. And he goes, I really only wanted 2 grand for it, but if you'll give me 3,500, and I said, yeah, I'll give you 3,500 right now, cash. The truck and a hammer. So pink slip and a hammer. That's all I need from you. And he goes, shit, okay. He comes out, hands me a hammer. I hand him the 3,500. He signs over everything. And I crawled under the truck and beat the crap out of that catalytic converter. Put about 20 holes in it. He said, what are you doing? And I said, fixing the engine. So I got the paper. I said, hey, I think we're good. And he goes, yeah. And I said, all right, I'm out of here. And he goes, well, you're not going to be able to drive it. It started right up, ran perfect. Matter of fact, when I hit the corner, I kind of got out a little bit. The tires spun. And I said, this truck's great. You just see him going, what the hell did he do to that truck? He had no idea.
Yeah, we did that to we had a bunch of trucks out when I was in the steel mill. And I'm not going to beat up catalytic converters too much, but if you're definitely, if you're not going to run the bike or run the car and get it hot enough for the catalytic converter to actually do its job, you're just gonna fill it full of carbon. And we would get these trucks, these 2,500, 3,500 Chevys, and just cut the bottom of the catalytic converter, knock out all the freaking bead, and they would run like raped apes. They would just go.
That's what this was a 3/4 ton GMC 4-wheel drive.
Yep, and they're the worst. They are the worst.
Yep.
And but yeah, you open that catalytic converter out, drain all the bead out of it. It'll run great.
Well, what I ended up doing eventually was I just cut it off. So I just cut it out, put a straight pipe through it, changed out the mufflers because I don't want it to be sound like a dragster when I start it up. At the time I had horses and I didn't want to scare the horses every time I started my truck. So I do like a quieter vehicle, not too quiet, but a quieter vehicle to drive. And at the time, and so yeah, I actually put some good mufflers on it to where it wasn't ridiculously loud, and it worked out great. The thing got like 24 miles to the gallon, and it had a big block in it too, so I was happy. G-Ma!
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, lady?
Oh.
I don't know. Somehow we got talking about engines.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm pretty convinced. Everybody knows, like, the people that are up in Ohio and Massachusetts, and they all have, like, these custom bikes up there, Iowa. Well, the reason they have these really nice custom bikes with so much customization on them is they're like 5 months out of the year they can't drive them. So they spend that 5 months doing crazy shit to them. Yeah. Whereas down here, we just drive the shit out of them. And you might work on them a little bit, but you don't have 5 months to just park a bike up and not move it, because that's crazy.
You don't drive a bike, you ride a bike.
I do whatever the fuck I want to. Thank you very much. If I feel like driving it, I'm going to drive it.
Right. Remind me again why I popped in here at your request?
Because you love us.
You going to be abusing me? Fuck that.
What? Don't judge me. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm here for.
Yeah, sure.
Ding, ding.
They wouldn't call it a driver's license if you didn't drive it.
Whatever.
I do have one major. I'm still trying to just realize what I'm going to do with this Kawasaki, and I think I'm just going to strip it down this winter, take all the parts off of it, and sell them on eBay to somebody up north. After I've got a good look at the bike, and I think the biggest thing was when I was trying to steer it the other day, I got it out, and there's still just a weird wobble to the front end. And this is it. If I didn't have 2 more bikes that were perfectly awesome already with no problems, I'd say, okay, I can do this and I can do this. But having 2 bikes that run perfectly with no problems, I don't still want to start spending a shitload of money to try to get a bike.
Has that bike been wrecked?
They wrecked it. So this bike used to be a race-only bike. Last time it was registered was in 2012. They took it to the Memphis Speedway, and it had a race package on it, and it had the Memphis Speedway sticker on it where they could get it on the track. And they had laid it down, and obviously the bars was bent when I got it. The whole right side was scraped off. But the engine was fine. All the electronics were fine, except for the taillights that they cut off for some reason. And so now I'm down to it now. Replace the neck, try to get the frame straightened, try to get the front forks straightened, try to do something. And it's like, I don't want to put that much into it. So I think I'm going to strip it down.
That's the reason why you got the bike.
Yeah.
They didn't want to do this.
Well, I got
they
it
know
free.
that's just a lot of work that doesn't need to be done.
It sat in a storage. It sat in a U serve place for like 10 years. They gave it to somebody that put it in a shed for 2 years, and then they gave it to a friend of mine, and he kept it in a dirt shed for a year. So nobody wanted to spend the money on it. Well, again, they didn't even try to get it running, much less straighten the frame and stuff. So
the money you're going to put into it, if you don't have all the stuff to actually do that, the money you're going to put into it may not be worth what the bike's worth.
I've already put probably $1,000 into it.
Yeah, I think you're on the right track by parting it out.
Yep. So I'll just part it out. I got it for free. So yeah, I'm gonna part it out, sell the engine separately, the tank. I mean, just figuring the tank cost me 160. The fuel pump was probably another 80. The fuel sender was I think 50. The radiator overflow tank was 20. So and then the battery, of course, was probably $30. It's a really tiny little battery. I think my phone is bigger than that battery.
And if you're anything like me, the stuff you don't sell goes on the shelf and you hit your friends up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's lots of usable parts.
Man, I've got so many Sportster and Shovelhead little bits and pieces. It's ridiculous.
I noticed. You're going through your garage live, and I was like, oh, I know. And she's got one of the, okay, yeah.
Oh, no. That's just the extra current bits. I've got an extra back garage for the other stuff. Yeah. There's all the old stuff we took off the Sportster for this build. It's all back there. So I've still got like shocks. I've got a complete set of bags and a windshield and a seat for a Dyna. I don't know what to do with all of it.
I keep saying I'm going to take it to a swap meet, and it just still sits around.
Well,
One day.
I've
One
got
day
a buddy
I'll get to
that
swap meet.
I've got a friend that just bought a motorcycle, so I'm like, y'all can have it.
Blake says he won't make it. They got snow coming down, so no Blake tonight.
Aw, bummer. Hello, Blake.
There's also a reason for people to reach out to you when they go, hey, you don't have an ignition for this, for Harley. Oh, yeah, I got one back here on the shelf.
Yeah. Well, a buddy of mine asked me a while back, hey, you've got old Sportster parts, huh? And I was like, oh, yeah. So he asked me, do you happen to have the accelerator pump for an old Bendix? I'm like, you can have it, but you have to take all my other Bendix bits and pieces, too.
You gotta take it all.
Yep. So I sent a whole box of Bendix bits and pieces with him because that's what I had on both of my bikes.
Nice.
Yeah. I always tried to keep my systems as much as possible the same from one to the other, so I would be able to do that.
There's people like me. There's people out there that are ready to buy parts. We always call our friends first, though.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just gave them to him. He was trying to help a friend out.
I wish I knew somebody that was a dealer other than Harley that did those Saddleman seats. If I knew somebody, I'd buy a seat from them right now.
Yep.
So as much as I'm dealing with on this, yeah. So I actually reached out to the factory this morning because of the delays that I'm getting on this seat. So
you can't get on off of Dennis Craig?
Not yet. No, I don't like the online places. I want to talk to somebody. So
yeah.
So it's you get the stuff online, you look forward to it, you get it delivered, and go, okay, that's not going to fit. Thanks. Now I got to send it back. You're waiting. Now, if I know somebody that's got them, we're going to try one on it. So, and heck, I don't mind. I'll ride up there and try it. It don't matter.
Yep.
Well, I've been known to do that. So
I've been lucky so far. Whatever I've ordered online as far as seats and exhaust and whatever fit when I got here, except for the The Ninja. The Ninja has been kind of a curse. So I ordered a radiator overflow tank that was supposed to fit. And when I got it here, the bolt pattern was different because there were three versions of the Ninja 650 that year. There was the S650, the ZX6, the ZX6R, and the 650S, and they're all different. In mine's an N650. So I guess there are four versions, and each version had its own radiator overflow tank because the gas tank looked different, which is something else I learned. So why have three versions of the same bike? And I see now why Harley decided to go from all these crazy different trims to a trim, and then like the bagger version, because it just gets crazy. Harley was kind of losing their ass on that.
On what?
Having like 5 different trims for a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Because they would have like, Road Glide S, Road Glide Limited, Road Glide Super, Road Glide Excalibur. Too much shit.
They could just come primer gray. It wouldn't matter. With anything but this one, this limited edition Fat Boy. Anything other than that one, like I said, they could have just sent it primer gray because I'm going to paint it anywhere. I'm going to have it painted. If I don't want to know myself. Yeah. I'm going to change it, make it mine, and I don't know. I just have a different opinion on things, I guess. Shoot. I was watching all kinds of opinions this week.
Yeah. I have a problem with that, though, because, like, when you get your bike, it runs. And then, so, you got to do, well, obviously, Doug, I've done a few things to my bike. Marini knows this as well. So now it's all back together, and it runs beautifully.
Yeah.
Would I take it apart to do a paint job? What do you think? Do you think it needs a paint job?
What's Road King?
It's what they make stickers for.
They make, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a bike that had like, the Sportster has like 4 tens on it. That's not hard to take off and paint and put back on. One like, the Street Glide, you've got all the tens plus the underbody, and you got to take the battery box off, the fuse box off. There's a lot of stuff on there that is kind of half underskins, half not, and then you've got the fairing and all that. That adds up quick. That's a lot of dedication to do that.
That's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of fiddle. And that's a lot more of any of those things that I ever have the desire for. When you stop and consider, then it runs great. I'd rather just go run it. I mean, that's my opinion.
I gotta make it mine. Yeah. I don't need to change the engine too much.
Your bike runs great, Doug. That thing's quick.
Any bike that puts out 100 horsepower, I'm happy with. Okay.
Oh hell yeah.
If it's 100 horsepower or more, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to especially with all the used bikes I purchased one and still have, that haven't been wrecked, at least those are the ones I still have. You get this bike, it's been changed a little bit. Take it out somewhere. Yeah, you can ride it right now, and then you pull up and go, "Hey, that's Ed's bike. No, it's mine now." Damn it, I got a bike.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of a standard practice for me now. Is the first thing I do is I do the paint the way I want it.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And when I inherited my brother's bike after he died, I mean, it was kind of like cool, kind of like for the people still refer to it as Walt's bike, and it's been mine since '82. It's had 4 different paint jobs now and 3 different, well, probably 5 different builds if you count all the times I took it apart because I screwed it up. Yeah. But no, everybody still calls it Walt's bike. So when I make the placard for the show bike, it's just going to say Walt's bike on it.
The one bike that I sold, and still regret, I actually was getting phone calls on that one. Hey, your bike's up here at Lake Havasu. Did you know? There's some guys riding it. I'm like, no, it's okay. I sold it to him. Well, we were going to take him. Oh, you know what? Don't do anything to him. It's okay. Now, after what he found out he did to the bike, they should have just taken him out. But it's one of those things. You get a used bike, you got to change. You got to make it yours. Otherwise, people think it's you.
Yep.
Somebody else. You can't have that. So
Yeah.
I just saw Ghost pop in. We were talking earlier, Ghost, about having jam sessions, and Ghost put out a video today where it was very classy, little shot of like an Amazon box and a guitar, and she's playing in the background, and
Nice.
she understands. We're gonna have to get together, so I am planning on going down next year to Galveston in November for the Texas Bike Fest, and so I got to get with her, and I won't have to play guitar there. I can just sing, so that should be fun. But she understands. If you play the banjo, we can get Angry Mike to play the drums. We can her play the guitar, and I can sing. This would be awesome. And we'll get a G-Mod tambourine. It'd be awesome. We have a good time.
I gotta tell you, man, I haven't picked one up in a while. It's I'm gonna be like rusty with holes.
We're all gonna be drunk. It'll be fine. It's okay.
Yeah. Of course, then again, when you ask somebody, are you any good at it? And they go, oh, I'm all right. But that's always the guy that just tears the strings up,
We went when I was on the ship. The ship's band went to Oslo, Norway, and we went to this place called I think it was called Fred's, and we got there, and this band is playing, and we're trying to figure out what the band is playing, and it's like, is this rock? Is this folk? Can't tell what it is, and the crowd's kind of going nuts, and I asked the guy, I said, so what kind of music are they playing? They're a band that was on before us, so they're the house band. He goes, oh, they're a Kiss band, they're a Kiss cover band, and I'm like, what are they playing? So if you can imagine Kiss played instead of with guitars, keyboards, drums, and an acoustic guitar, you could half imagine it. And so I'm listening to their song, and I can almost hear Detroit Rock City in the song, and I'm like, that's not what it is. So we go on after them, and of course the guy gets on band, and they're up on stage. He goes, this is an American band. They're going to play American songs for us. And so everybody's like, yeah, American band, American band, American band. And I'm asking the guys, do y'all know this song? Do you know? He goes, I don't know, we'll figure it out. And they played the worst rendition of American band you've ever heard. And I knew the lyrics. But the crowd was just going nuts because we were an American band up there. They didn't care. They were all drunk. It's like watching your favorite singer, but the worst possible version of it. But then we went into our songs, and they just loved it. And we weren't very good at. I do have a couple of the videos from that concert on my YouTube, and we're not very good. You can barely hear us. The place is it was an old granary that they had restored, so the acoustics were bad, but they just loved it. They loved it. It was freaking awesome.
That's the best part about playing a banjo is you get once you're tearing it up and you miss a tune, you miss a string or something. Nobody hears it except for the other guy that's playing the banjo. They turn and they'll look at you while they're playing and go like, "What the hell are you doing?"
I've heard that about bagpipes. Nobody knows how they're supposed to sound on this side of the ocean anyway, so you could play them whatever way you want, and nobody would care. All right. So guys out in the audience there, what are you going to be doing to your bikes this year? Are you going to try to fix them up? You got some changes planned? You going to do some conversions, some engine swaps? What do you guys? Jerry says he can be on the cowbell. I'm all for this.
Well, other than the seat and the heated grips on mine, that's pretty much the only change I'm going to do.
I do have to go into
that, and like I said, remove all the emissions garbage that's on there. But,
oh yeah, take all that cat shit off of it.
Oh my god, I'm not going to get into it. It's just
I've got to fix one of my windshield bags on the Road King because even though it's a Kemimoto, it rattled apart on the road. So I'm going to put some Gorilla Snot on it, and that fucker will not rattle apart again. I don't play with my snack delivery devices.
And about the screws came out, or
yeah, little bitty, teeny tiny, but I had to duct tape them back together. Well, they're still duct taped together because you know how it rolls. But I just got the Dynaback Wednesday, like right before we did that live stream. I just walked in, took all my gear off, and jumped online. And so the Dyna, I just put it on the because I always keep my shit on a battery tender. up here, especially since the Dyna has a lithium battery. It is very necessary here, in my opinion, anyway. Any of my opinions are strictly that, my opinions.
Well, consider with all of your experience, when you say "in my opinion," that's the way to do it. You know,
You're sweet.
if anybody has any doubt on how to do anything bike, you're the one to ask. Okay.
Speaking of opinion, and I've got to ask this serious question. I saw your Golden Gloves review.
Uh-huh.
I have never seen Golden Gloves turn that color. Steve's always, mess with me because I can make the boots turn a color they're not meant to be, but it actually looks cool. I've never seen them turn brown like that. I know you put Phoebings on there and put them in front of a heater. Was that just from the rain? I have never seen Golden Gloves turn that color.
No, before I put the Phoebings on, they were their usual golden color, and they have not turned back yet. I don't care. They still do what they need to.
No, I love that
but
color. I love that brown
Yeah, it looks
color.
great. But I think it's because I put a whole bunch on. And because the first layer I put on, they just sucked right up. And so then I put the second layer on. And so that's the picture that I put at the end of that review. And I got to figure out how to add like a link to my YouTube stuff because I failed epically on that. But I thought it was a pretty decent review because
that was a good review.
They're great gloves. They're great gloves.
So,
I really like them.
I do that with the gloves and boots too. First thing I'll do is wipe them down. And then I'll put the oil on them, and then I'll put them on the burner, or I'll put them out in the sun, or I'll put them on the boot warmer, and until they cook. The funniest ones, so the Mohawks, when I put those, I did the review of them. It was after I'd already put the oil on them and baked them and stuff. And Steve was like, "How'd you get them to turn that color?" And I was like, "That's the color they are." And he goes, "No, they're not that color, because they marbled when I put it. They were flat brown when I got them, and when I coated them with that Phoebings, they turned like a marbled color." He goes, "They're not supposed to be that color." And I said, "Well, apparently that's the color they turn when you put them on the boot warmer and let them, heat up for 3 days. Because that's usually what I do. I'll let them get hot for 3 days to soak up. And if it looks like they're going dry, I'll put more oil on them. And but that's how you make them last. And two, that's how you make them freaking soft. I've never been one of those guys that believed, buy them too small and they'll stretch. That's never a good thing. You buy them to shrink. Don't buy them to stretch.
Yeah.
Because when they stretch, once you don't wear them anymore, they shrink back down, and then they're uncomfortable again for the next season. If you buy them bigger and let them shrink to your feet or to your hands, once they shrink up, they don't expand back out. They stay that size, and so it's much more comfortable.
Hey, you're kind of on time tonight, chick.
Some California
with that?
Yeah, you're only 45 minutes late.
Girlfriend, that's okay because I was a half hour late myself. I was asleep.
I'm on Pacific time over here.
We were 5 minutes late. I couldn't get OBS to start, so we were late too. It's kind of insane. I actually had somebody else that was going to come in. She came in 15 minutes early and couldn't get on, and then texted me and said, "Well, I couldn't get on. I'm going to go out with my friends." Like, son of a... Okay.
Oh, is that the one we talked about?
No, this is the one that I interviewed. This is Candy. She's Candy Easton. She's the one that's out in California working on her bike. And that was the one we did most of the interview in the shop. And the connection was really bad. And then when she goes out to the garage to show us the bike, all of a sudden the connection's perfect. Which was what made me tell this last girl we were having bad connections. I said, I was just joking. Well, go out in the garage. Candy couldn't get good connection, so she went out in the garage. And be damned if when that girl went out in the garage, she got a perfect conduct or connection. So we did the rest of the interview in the garage. So it's weird how that shit happens. Anyway, no, it was Candy. To answer your first question, it was Candy. But yeah, she came in 45 or 15 minutes early, and I wouldn't hear her, so she left. Damn it. My fault.
That sucks.
Sometimes shit happens when it's supposed to. I guess tonight wasn't supposed to be Candy's night, I guess. Is what it is. Let's see who's in the comments. Gma says Bubba's mad at her.
Oh, yeah.
Every dog is mad at you when you
time.
leave.
My dog is just a jackass. Because he's mad at me because number one, I was gone at my daughter's house all day yesterday, but today my daughter and I always get up and we go do the Thanksgiving after shopping. It's just a tradition. We don't really need shit anymore. So today we get up and we go and we meander around town for, I'm going to say about 4 hours. I come home and Bubba's sitting on the couch like, what the fuck did you bring me? And then he sees my daughter walk in and he gets all doggy happy and shit and jumps up and just molests her. I'm like, I brought you toys. And then he decided he liked me again. He likes some crinkly toys.
Adele got her nails done today.
Bullshit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adele got her nails done today, so she's been acting emotionally damaged all day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bubba hates getting his feet done. I have to take him in and have them done because if I try, he bites.
Well,
Take him into
Ellen takes
him,
it like a boss.
and they're like, "Oh, he's so good for us." I'm like, "Anybody want him?"
No,
Like the kids, when you go to conferences, they're so good. And I was like,
Yeah.
wait a
You
minute.
talking about
we're
my
talking
kids?
about Taylor.
Yeah. This is not my children. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's like when I go to my mom's church, they're all like, "Oh, she's such a nice lady and she's so sweet." Well, she's never hit you with a fly swatter. That's why you think that.
Oh, shit.
Fucking people.
Hey, I have an idea before I forget about this, for another live stream. I want everybody to think about upcoming rallies or regional things to go do. Nothing too obscure. I would like to hear about the smaller rallies in different areas for next year.
I like that.
Well, I'm pushing Little Sturgis, Mississippi every year, but I don't think anybody wants to come here
I
and
know.
die in the 100-degree heat. So,
Right, but that kind of begs my question is like there's got to be other places to go to too and little things to see on the fly by, because lots of times when I'm traveling it's like, oh shit, I just missed this by a week, and I really do. I miss things by just a week or two, and I'm not going to hang around for something to happen.
well, they have events. So this Harley dealer that we went to, they have events like every other weekend. Huge events.
Yeah.
And they go down to the drag strip and they have the drag parties down there and stuff. And it's fun.
I know, but I'm kind of wanting to get information from people about what happens in their local areas.
We're going to cover it then. We need to get more people on.
Okay.
And if you guys are out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys are in the stream, want to come on and talk some night? Dude, we're taking on all comers. We need new faces in here.
Jerry McCormick just popped in.
I'll tell you
Jeremy Cornick,
all
welcome
the
in.
things I don't go to.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not going to the big ones. I mean, I don't want to go to Bike Week, but I will come down and see Doug and take advantage of his hospitality and commute to it.
I don't do amateur night. I stay away from those events. So
Let's
Yeah.
plan a girls' week. Gma, let's plan
That'd
a
be
girls'
fun.
week. We'll go down and stay in his cabana. Sit by the pool.
I like it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like his girlfriend too, so we could
I
definitely
know.
drag her into our good time.
and there's the hot tub. Matter of fact, we that thing has been cold for a while. We need to drain that thing out.
Oh, yeah.
Get the slime
we
out
do
of
take
it.
extra care of the hot tub.
Yeah.
Put some BioCare into it.
And we got to get. Matter of fact, we have to order that heater cooler thing for the pool. I got to get.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Putting our demands
It's
in there.
70 degrees in that pool right now. No,
Oh my God, that's unacceptable.
I know. It's cold, and you know what? As a man, it's just not impressive when I get out of a cold pool.
Well, there's the option of wearing clothes into the pool. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I mean,
Yep, no, no cold pools. No.
no shrimp soup. No. Wear
Believe
clothes.
it or not, actually, and here the pool actually gets too hot to swim in too. It gets up to about 103, 104 degrees.
It does here too. The first couple years we had it, it stayed kind of cool. The last 2 years we had it, we couldn't get it to cool off. Then again, the last 2 years we had the pool up, it was like 114, 115 degrees for about a month straight. And you just
I had to run get my soda pop. I'll be right
we
back.
had, what is it, 18 foot pool, 4 foot high, 4 foot deep, and it just got too hot. It was an above ground. And so they sell coolers for them, but I mean, you might as well, they cost more than a freaking AC for your house. So it was like,
Depending.
yeah.
Yeah, this
Well, you
one's
know,
electric. It's a heater cooler, so we've got this ridiculous heating system that's on the roof that it's the dumbest thing ever. So we're getting rid of that. It's already piped out for it, so we can just put the heater cooler right off of those two pipes, and it'll keep the pool at the right temperature. But I don't care how much it costs. That's just the way it is. Okay.
Well, it's
Some
like
things are
guys,
not
The
part of the
cost of
budget.
living there.
Some things are not
talking
part of
about
the
modifications to a bike, one of my girlfriends decided that she doesn't like to ride cold. So she put a heated and cooled seat on her bike.
yeah.
Wanna how much?
Don't care.
500,
Yeah.
Sounds like a great
Oh
idea.
no. Keep going. Keep going, Rainey.
800,
Heated and cold,
Oh,
I'm going to say
keep going.
1200.
1200,
18, 12.
1200.
Biker girl. Yep. Biker girl. 1200. Yeah.
Smart.
Yep.
I don't know. You know, with this one, I'm gonna go heated,
That's
but
all.
but I'm not gonna do the cooled. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna throw a wind rider cover over it. A wind rider, in case you ladies are listening. I'm gonna throw one of your wind rider covers over it. It works great on the electric glide. You don't get swampy. Everything stays dry. There's that little extra cushion that it gives too for comfort. So I'm gonna stick with that. That's good enough here. And since this is the hottest place on the frickin' planet when it goes to riding, it works, and I like it.
Oh yeah.
Just anytime it gets below 50, I get a little cold. So I want a heated
Yeah.
seat, and I want heated grips, and that's because that's what I want.
Exactly.
So,
When you really get into it, there's like this really narrow margin where I'm like, yeah, shit, this is perfect. I mean, I'll go with the other sides of that margin. Yeah, we both know I will. But still, there's this little margin of, oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah. it's
Just
what I
saying.
want. And you know
Yeah.
what? When it's something you want, nobody can argue with you over it.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
best.
fortunately, my mechanic never argues with me. He just says, okay, all right. So, and then he makes it happen, and I bring my credit card in, and we talk about maintenance, and yeah, it's
And to
good.
bring my credit card in. And then it fixes
Like I
everything.
said before, I can't blame him for not wanting to argue with you about anything because literally you are the encyclopedia of bikers. So, if you say something, just be careful what you say because I know sometimes you can be colorful. If you go saying shit, he's probably going to squat. Okay.
Well, no,
Doug,
no,
Doug,
not
something
my
else you have
mechanic.
to remember, Doug, is that if he doesn't do what she wants, she'll go tell his mom.
It's true. She is my best friend.
Oh my gosh.
It's super funny though, because like I have his ringtone on my phone. You know that ka-ching on the cash register. Nobody else has that ringtone. So it's like when I'm rolling down the road and I hear ka-ching, I'm like, oh shit, there's bad news afoot.
Something's changing.
But the cool part about it is like when I had those brake problems in California a couple years ago, I just texted him with a random question, kind of wanting to make sure I could make it home and not die. Next thing I know, he's calling me, and you never get that service from Harley Davidson. So, yeah, I love my mechanics; they're great.
I don't know. The dealership here in Chandler, Scorpion Harley, I can pretty much call them for anything, and I'm going to talk to them. So
That's
I don't know
cool.
if that works for everybody. I'm not gonna throw that out there for everybody in the world, but I know when I call, I get somebody. So
Yeah,
I have dealerships
then
like
again,
that
there's
too.
other ones I know I can call them, and they're not gonna put me on the phone with anybody. So you know,
Yeah. I think it's all about the relationship that, you have and you develop and nurture. And
yeah,
people just, you know,
yeah.
they
Just a
feel like
biker
they're
girl.
treated
The
well.
comments want to know what you're having for dinner.
I am having chicken tetrazzini.
I was
with
gonna say,
I
linguine
like
it.
noodles, not spaghetti noodles. Sorry.
We were thinking it was turkey noodle. Well, I think it was Jerry was wondering. Yeah, Journey of Jerry was wondering. It's turkey
You're
noodle soup.
nearly spot on. A little chicken tetrazzini, and I used up about half of my leftovers from yesterday. I say my mother-in-law made this and put it in the oven before I
Nice.
got home. So I got home. All I
Oh,
had to do was pull the foil off and brown it, and it was ready to go.
nice.
It was really
You
pretty
had to
awesome.
work
So
today? That's so unfair.
I had to work today, and
Aw.
I voluntolding tomorrow. So tomorrow, everybody's coming over to my house, and they volunteered my pickup truck to be in the town's lighted truck parade. I have to wash it before I allow anyone to tape lights to it, and then we
Yeah.
have to deck it out and go. So yeah,
That
I'll
sounds
leave
like
tomorrow.
fun, though.
It
Nice.
is a really good time. It is. Unfortunately, my husband isn't driving anymore because I always volunteered him to be my driver so I could drink. And I don't have that in my pocket anymore. So I have to go
Aw.
sober until the parade is
Oh.
over.
Until what's over? The month is
The
over?
parade.
The year is over? What?
The parade
No.
that she's driving her truck in. Her decked out truck. When I was out shopping today, I don't really have room in my house for a tree this year, so we have this huge monstera plant in my kitchen. So I went and got a whole bunch of little decorations. I'm going to deck out my monstera plant.
I love it.
Yeah. I'll put up a short when I get it all decked out. It'll be very
Yeah.
cool.
Do it. Do it.
So what is a monstera plant?
It's from the jungle, as you could guess, and the leaves on it are about this big, and it's one of those things that grows in the jungle. So it has these tap roots, and they start like way up in the air, and then they just work their way around until they find something they can dig into to get nutrients from. And in this case, sometimes it's my sheetrock in my kitchen. So
So they'll
I have to
dig
go
into
through every
the...
once in a while and pull it out of the sheetrock. I don't care.
It actually digs into the sheetrock?
Yeah,
It's like a
Yeah,
like a
I had-
climate vine?
yeah. I had a philodendron that did that too, all around my living room. For years, I had it growing.
I've seen
And,
climate vines that do that. Like, especially up the outside
Yeah.
of, like, remember the old shingle tiled siding?
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
In Britain, they go in through, like, I'm not sure, it doesn't quite look like kudzu, but it grows and covers the entire sides of the building. And every couple of years, they have to come down and, like, pull them off in sheets. And they come off in, like, blankets. They're like, this like a giant blanket. But, like, just digs
yeah.
itself
That
into the
kudzu
concrete.
grows really fast, doesn't it?
Cougar is freaking absolutely nuts. It's cool and pretty and stuff, and it's actually not as bad in the last 10, 15 years as it was back in like the 80s and early 90s. Because back then it was everywhere, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. You'll
Yeah.
still see it in hollows and stuff, in places where, valleys
Down
and
in the
creeks and
hollows.
stuff. Down in the hollers. But it used to be, you'd be driving down the highway and it'd cover every phone pole, every
Yep.
utility pole, every fence. And it's just, I don't know if they're
Yeah.
just staying on top of it a little better or if it's just not growing like it used to.
Well, one of the discussions at our holiday family thing was what state do we want to move to? So I think we're looking, it's like a 5-year plan. So I think we're thinking Tennessee. Everybody should just sell everything and go.
I have a
love
house for sale in Arkansas. You should check it out. It's lovely.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, do you have my contact information?
I think so. I'll shoot
Okay.
you the link.
Please do. Because I say Arkansas. And if it's worth it, summer home
Heckin'
or
yeah.
winter. Yeah. Yep.
Bleak, welcome
Yeah, I've
in.
got an ADU, so you can have either family or rent it out or something.
Ooh.
You said that's up by Mount Moriah?
Me?
Yeah.
Hmm?
I'm in Hot Springs.
Oh, Hot Springs. Right in Hot Springs. So is it in Hot Springs like they say that I live close to Dallas?
It's not in the village. It's in the town of.
Right.
Outskirts of town. Yeah.
So after I joined the Navy, people would ask where I'm from. I said I'm from Buena, Texas, and they're, where's that close to? Well, it's close to Orange. What's that close to? Well, it's close to Beaumont. What's that close to? Well, it's about 16 miles on the east side of Houston. Oh, you're
Gulf.
from Houston? It's like, no, I'm not from Houston. Oh, but yeah, you're from close to Houston. Yes, okay, fine, I'm from Houston.
I have a nephew that lives in Beaumont. It's a strange little town.
I love
Have
it.
you ever been through there, Doug?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I went through because they had a great big fire there a couple years ago, refinery fire, and so my nephew and his family got a whole ton of money from it,
Nice.
and so they said that it's the big tourist attraction in town is the burned out refinery because it's still the same way. And so when I was traveling, and I've got the footage somewhere, I still haven't found it, but it's like I'm rolling down the road, and you look down here, and there's all there is refinery, like those great big tanks. And as far as the eye can see, all there is tanks. And all there is that way. And so I tried because I saw a road. So of course, if there's a road, I'm going to try it. And they don't really like you going on their little random back roads in through their tank farms. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Well, those are considered bonded property, and the government actually patrols those because that's considered.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Ask her how she knows.
Well, that's considered infrastructure, and that's considered again. So if you look at all the places, Doug was in the military.
No ticket though. No ticket.
Yeah, Doug was in the military. There's these places that are considered vital to the infrastructure of the country, and refineries are one. If you ever watch, like, when we talk about bombing other countries, we bomb their refineries and we bomb their power plants. So when you get too close
And
to
their schools
a
and
refinery,
hospitals.
nah, those aren't important. If you get close to a refinery, if you bomb a hospital or a school, you're not really going to affect the country. If you blow up, 20 million gallons of their petrol, you're crippling the country. So yeah, that's why those are heavily patrolled. And if you look suspicious around those, it's like stop to, I don't know, let's say, for instance, pee on the side of the road, they're going to stop and ask you why. Hypothetically.
They're going to ask you why. It depends on where you're at and who you talk to, too.
Hypothetically.
There was places that I was at that was lethal force authorized, but it just depends on where they're at, what they're doing. Do they know what they're doing? And you're just kind of like,
Do they know what I'm doing? That's more important.
Yeah. Do they know if they walk over there what they can pick up? So let's keep them out of the dirt. Kind of thing.
Yep.
So
yeah.
I don't know. Still at it.
Oh, Bleak is in the chat.
Bleak is in the chat.
Bleak is in the chat. Yeah. Hey, Bleak.
All right, so Biker Girl, are you planning to do anything other than the truck? You gonna do anything to your bikes this summer or this winter?
No.
When do you actually stop where you are? You actually get cold weather.
It gets cold, but it does not freeze along the coast. If you go inland, it'll get a little frosty overnight. I don't know that it freezes much, but where I'm at, it really doesn't freeze. It just gets cold.
Okay, so you're gonna keep riding through the winter?
Uh-huh.
Is there anything special you have to do
I'm
to the
not
bike?
riding very much anymore. I get maybe... No, it doesn't get cold enough to have to add stable or anything to the tank. It's all good. I keep it covered up.
Never put stable in your tank.
I never do.
Gross.
Lucas Oil.
No.
Lucas Oil 3. It's called 3-in-1. If you put anything in a fuel tank, put 3-in-1 in your fuel tank. Don't ever just put stable. Oh, it's garbage. It turns out.
For some reason here around Tennessee.
That was my Wisconsin days coming out.
Yeah, you see the net get short. I'm like, oh God, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Up north and down south, they use a lot of STP. Here, they use something called Seafoam. And I think it is the most noxious shit. And I'm like, why are you using all it does is it just makes your engine smoke.
They used to use it up here, too.
Yeah.
It
makes your engine smoke.
Lucas puts out that good product. That 3-in-1 is a really good product. Matter of fact, we buy it by the gallon for some of the stuff at work. So it's a great preservative. It also boosts your octane. I'm not looking for a sponsorship. I'm just telling you this is the stuff that I get because I found it's the best.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
I don't winterize my bike anyway.
Well, I have a sponsorship, but it's nothing you can put in your engine.
Yeah, I think if you put that in the tank, does that mean that the suspension rides harder?
It will make it ride longer, harder, sweatier.
Do you feel different if you put that in your bike?
It gives you a tingle.
You know, that
Wow.
was the one thing I was wondering,
took
like
a turn.
I asked before, is
Yeah.
when are they gonna come out with a
We just
product?
went there. And it wasn't us that went there.
I know this one time.
Yeah.
Just
When
this
are they
time,
going to
only
come out
this
with a
time.
product like that and then say, here's your energy boost to go with it? Because you know you're going to need energy. Okay. I mean, some of us are kind of out of shape. We're like probably 6 or 7 push-ups away from sitting in the chair and watching. Okay. So, you know, I don't know. I'm about the energy right now. I'm on a weight loss thing that it's experimental and it's
Uh-huh.
working pretty good. I don't want to discuss it too much, but anyone wants to talk about it, message me or text me or whatever. I'll tell you about it. But it's working pretty good. I've dropped 19
Nice.
pounds in the last month.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, but
Awesome.
the energy, you know, I've had to start taking an HCG for energy. So and then
Oh,
there's
yeah.
something
I did HCG for a while. I lost 50 pounds on it.
yeah, there's well, it's that, and
Yeah.
then there's the this what the hell it's called? It starts with an R. Anyway,
Ritalin.
well, if it was that, I'd have a lot more energy. But no, now there's something else that's going to be added that's going to give me more energy to go up and around.
Yeah.
So that's although I don't know if I need it now. Now I'm just bouncing around. So, but yeah, I think if I got something a little bit more of an energy boost, um, I could build back up to where I wouldn't take it anymore. So yeah.
See, that's my vicious cycle. I have less energy because after I broke my neck, I couldn't work out as much, but then I can't work out as much because I don't have energy. But I don't have energy because I can't work out as much.
Yep, it was
Where-
the same thing.
Where do
When
I jump
did
off this
the
train?
fracture.
I mean,
Yep, when I had the fracture, that was when the end of the 3 a day workouts came, and then everything that was up here all retired and moved south. So
Yeah.
it was just retirement time for muscles to go, oh, well, there's an ass down there and a belly we can go to. So let's do that.
oh, you got to save some in your ass? Oh, that's awesome. Jeez.
You know, yeah, I'm telling you. Well, at least she tells me that. But yeah, you know, it goes back there and over, you know, lower here in the front. And it's been a struggle ever since. But now, yeah, it's, well, hopefully nothing traumatic happens, you know, in the next couple of years because it just seems like a life of trauma physically. So,
It adds up eventually, doesn't it?
so yeah, hopefully, you know, hopefully nothing happens to where, you know, I can stay with this program. And yeah, that's the thing. You know, where I'm getting it from, it's actually somebody I know for a long time, and they're the best.
Oh, I know where you're getting it. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
do.
I do.
Yeah, you do. But yeah, if anybody's interested,
I
reach
know
out.
people.
I'll direct you. I'll direct you to it. Yep.
It's not that doctor in LA that had to go to jail, is it?
No, it's nothing illegal. Nothing illegal.
Hey, Bubba.
If y'all don't know, that's why all your favorite stars are all of a sudden starting to lose all their muscles and look more trim. Is because this guy that makes designer steroids and designer drugs went to jail. He finally
Well,
he
you
skirted
know-
he skirted the law so many times and skirted all of the legalities of stuff that it finally caught up to him. And he basically was a specialist at skirting drug laws. And once he got busted, that's why all your favorite stars now are
You're
losing
back.
like 100 pounds because they can't
The
get it
provider
anymore.
that I'll direct people to actually deals with a lot of famous people too, but she'll never admit to that. So, but she doesn't do any of that illegal crap. So she sticks with what she knows.
Yeah. She's really nice, too. I like her. Which is always nice in a medical care professional.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
trust
Yeah.
is a big thing. Once you stop trusting your doctor, that's when you start letting your health go
Oh,
to
yeah.
shit because you don't trust
Yeah.
a doctor anymore.
well, don't date her, but you know, she's the best doctor I ever met. But yeah,
I'm not going to go there.
I was
Oh,
gonna say, is it one of these happy ending doctors?
I know you
It's-
did.
But no,
Yeah.
that's the thing is, like I said, I've been on this program for a little over a month, I think 5 weeks, and it's been 19 pounds.
That's great.
And feeling a whole lot better. But yeah, I think I've got about 60 to go. So, and it's, I guess the weight loss ratio, from what I've been told, is what I need to be at. it's you don't want to dump too
Yeah.
much too fast, otherwise you end up with a whole bunch of extra skin, and I don't want to look like a rag when I
Yeah.
ride down the road. Wait a
You
minute,
know,
I don't want to look like a motorcycle cover on Gma's bike on the back when I'm going down the road. Okay.
I remember one time I was out and I was on the shovelhead that day and I just had a half helmet and I hadn't ridden for a minute. And so I was out and I might have been going fast. I don't know. So anyway, I feel something flapping
She
and
was.
I had lost some weight and it was my face. It was so weird. It was the straps on the helmet and my face was going like that. I was like, oh my God,
Did you
I'm
look?
so fucking old.
Did you look in the mirror? Did you?
I did.
Like,
I was like, well, first I was like, do I have a scarf on? You know, you're doing this thing.
It was
What
like
the
a
hell?
it
What
was like
is
a
that?
mastiff with its head
Yeah.
hanging out the window.
It was just weird.
something.
No, Doug's
stuck in
making
your
fun
ears.
because when I was coming cross country, I traveled with that bike cover, which I highly recommend you guys. Traveling with bike covers, great idea. So it was secure up there, but a little bit of it had worked its way out. And so I always figured if something drastic was happening, somebody in a car is going to go by and they're going to be like, ah, you're going to die. Because people in cars like to do that. But no, it just, a little tail of it just flapped out and waved goodbye at everybody.
Not
So-
that many. Not that many people run around in Ferraris and Lamborghinis. They're not going to catch up. Okay.
We were doing 65 the whole time. That's my
The
story.
whole time in America.
The whole time. Yeah.
Even if it was a 35, she was
Yeah.
65.
Even the parts of New Mexico when you can go 85, she's still going 65. Yeah.
You know, if you got the extra $20, you can go as fast as you want. Mexico.
Oh, that's not at all where I thought you were going with that.
But I don't do that here. Here I ride the speed limit because
I do too.
I'm very responsible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a motorcycle, and so it's dangerous, and there's the whole
It is. Yeah.
thing. When I go to a bar, I just order a water.
Yeah.
When I go on the motorcycle, I do the speed limit.
That reminds me of a joke.
I generally try to make sure that I'm 5 miles above the traffic around me.
That's always the thing. People talking about speed. I go faster than traffic.
Yeah.
I usually don't go ridiculous, and
Yeah.
when I go ridiculous speeds, get on some of the interstates where, in Arizona, people do ridiculous speeds, so you can have
Yeah,
people-
they do. So you have to, because otherwise you're going to get run over.
I ride a little bit like an a-hole. Not completely like an a-hole, but a little bit like an a-hole. Because
Exactly how I describe myself too.
Yeah.
everybody sees you, and even if they're a little bit not okay with what you're doing, that's what I want, because they notice me.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
They're going to
I'm
talk
just-
about you, and they're going to avoid
otherwise I'm
you.
just the invisible guy that was just,
Yep.
got rear-ended back there,
Yep.
and,
Yep.
and that happens here all the time, by the way. And
Yeah.
so I ride a little bit faster, a little bit like an a-hole, not too terrible, and
Yeah.
that's it. Of course, the one time
Yeah.
when I did get stopped was a gas station, and the guy pulled up next. It was actually a motor cop, and he pulled up next to me, and I took my helmet off, and "You're old," and I was like, "What? That's fucking old, I was like, "What?" And he goes, "We were going pretty fast," and I was like, "Okay, it's a bike, duh."
It's what they're made for.
I got that in Memphis. I got pulled over by a cop. I was in the Forte coupe, and he comes up, got the spoiler on the back and everything. He comes up to the window and goes, "Oh, it's an old guy. I'm gonna write this at 5 over. Call it in. They'll throw it out of court." Okay.
I'm gonna write
Oh
this
my
one, but what
God.
he said, the one guy, "I'm gonna write this, but fight it because I won't show up." And I'm like, "Can you say that?" And he goes, "No."
Yeah.
All right,
I've
sounds
I've
good,
seen that before.
So, but yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
I don't know, and even if I were to get a ticket, what is it, $120 or something like that, I probably
Yeah.
just chalk it up and say, okay, well, I guess I'll have to wait another month to get a tire. I mean, Sorry.
No,
So I got a joke.
I
I got a joke.
I'm fortunate.
This blonde gets
Is there-
pulled over for speeding. Cop comes up to
Oh,
the window.
fuck.
The blonde looks out and his pants are unzipped, and she goes, "Oh no, another breathalyzer."
You said you wouldn't tell.
Oh!
I let her off.
I know, he told me the same thing.
Dragon Paradox, welcome in.
It's not gay if you don't look down.
It's my gay girl smile.
Oh, jeez.
If you act angry
You know
about
what?
it, it's okay.
One of the things that I would do normally, I mean, if whenever it does, for a while, it gets a little too hot to ride here for me.
Yeah.
You know, when it does get to that situation, you know, depending on what the mileage is on the bike, I'll do things like change out the belts and stuff. Anything that's rubber, anything that might fail
Yeah.
on me later, I don't want a belt to
Yep.
fail on this. You know,
No.
I don't want that to fail. Because when they do,
Yeah.
it sucks. You're in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
usually, and you know the desert. And you're like, okay, well, I'm 50 miles away. From
Things never break in town. I've noticed this.
Exactly. So it's like
Yeah.
the perfect time. Even if I don't technically need it, I'll do it right then. I'll just like,
Yeah.
this out because I got time, and my garage is air conditioned, so
Nice.
you know,
Nice.
I'm doing it there.
What's that
I'm
like?
doing it there. It's
Yeah.
nice. So
Yeah.
Again, that's one of the things that like if you so I wouldn't air condition my garage because it doesn't get that hot for a long period of time. It's like having snow plows here in Memphis. If you're up in Chicago, it makes perfect sense because you're going to use them 6 months out of the year. Down here, cities don't buy snow plows because you're going to get snow 1 week out of the year. If I lived
Yeah.
somewhere where it was 130 degrees sometimes, I would probably air condition the garage and cool my pool. However, it's just one of those things that you've got to figure out where do I want to spend my money wisely and where will I spend the most money that I'll use most of the time.
living in the desert, air conditioning is not an option. It's just not optional.
Yeah.
So
No,
if
you
you're gonna
have
do-
to have AC down there.
Yeah, if you're gonna do anything outside for more than about 20 minutes, you need
Yeah.
to temperature control a little bit, or drink a whole lot of water like I do before I go to work.
No, I never had air conditioning. So
Ice bag on the handlebars. Perfect.
I grew up in South Texas, never had air conditioning in any of the vehicles until I moved to Norfolk.
Mm.
First time I had air conditioning was in Norfolk. Where
That
it's,
sucks.
yeah, it's like, but and all of a sudden it wasn't needed, but it was a cool thing to have because I never had it before.
Yeah.
So it's like being an adult now. Now I can buy any gaming system I want to, and I do. I won't use it as much as I would now than you know when I was 14 or 15, but I can have it now, so I will.
We have rules, and there's a few things that are not part of the budget. The house being 75 degrees is not part of the budget. We don't care how much it costs. We're going to do it. The garage having air conditioner, that's not part of the
Yeah.
budget. It's gonna be a nice temperature when I'm in there doing
It's
it.
right up there with food. I'm gonna have it.
You know,
Not an option.
a manicure,
Oh my
pedicure,
God.
hair products, makeup, any of that stuff. You know, that's not part of the budget.
Hair products.
You want to hear
We don't
something
care how much
funny?
that costs.
How much your hair products cost? My razors are like $4 a week.
Yeah, my hair, yeah, I don't spend anything on it. So, I cut my own. I don't really care. Hers, different story. She's going to do what she's going to do. And I nod my head. I smile a lot, nod my head. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be, I don't care how much it is.
Good boy.
Smart man.
Everybody hit the like
Yeah.
button. There's not enough likes. Hit the like button. Like, comment, subscribe, and buy a t-shirt.
My daughter, talking about cold stuff, the day before Thanksgiving, well, 2 days before Thanksgiving, her 12-year-old refrigerator went out and her chest freezer. Same week.
Well,
They
put
got
the
them
refrigerator on
both
the-
in.
Put the
They
refrigerator on
got
the
them.
stove. Don't let it go out.
They got them both, and she got new ones, of course. That's one of the thankful things this year. Is like, it's nice enough to be able to do these things if you need to do them. So they delivered them, and so Thanksgiving morning we spent she was shuffling food back into the refrigerators. So funny.
That stuff that in the end, we're at that time of the year when it's like, what do you want for Christmas? I got it already. I already got it.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
it's waiting in a seat right now, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Happy with what I got.
Yeah.
So
My son's like, no, my son refuses. It's like if you buy him something, he won't even pick it up. He will not pick up a present. I mean, and if I need something, my daughter will be like, well, mom needs yada, yada, yada. And they'll do that for me. But she'll buy presents, but I hate the whole present thing.
yeah, because if I want something, I'm just gonna go get it.
Exactly. That's
You
what we
know,
all do. Let's face it. Yeah.
and if I haven't gotten it, there's a reason that I haven't gotten it, and it's not.
I don't
It's
know how I got on that sidetrack. Sorry about that, guys.
No,
but
that's
when it
actually
comes to when it
that's
comes to
actually
bike
a good
parts,
idea.
that was the next part. Is that's not part of the budget? Okay, we just
No,
accommodate.
no.
We
That's a
accommodate.
line item on my budget. There's always enough money for bike parts.
Yeah, we don't need prime rib. We don't need ribeyes.
No.
We're good. I'm sticking with bologna for a while. I'm okay.
Yeah, we do need bike parts though. Yeah,
I gotta get this seat.
Yeah. yeah,
I gotta get heated grips. I gotta get something.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
oh, I gotta get I have to add the calf massage on with the pedicure. Okay, I guess we're gonna we're going with the cheaper cheese. I guess something. So yeah, that's when it comes to stuff that's not part of the budget, we
Hey, brother.
accommodate for those things that we really really want, and then the stuff
Yeah.
that we really really need, we'll figure out a way to make them less or go without.
Yep, you can figure it out.
So
Yeah.
yeah. There's always a way.
There is one thing I have to figure out over the summer. So I noticed that the Street Glide had LED lights underneath it, and the more I started looking, the more I found the bike is covered in LED lights and they're all hidden. So over this winter, I have to either figure out a way to get them off of the bike, or I have to find a way to make them work. I found the switch to turn them on, and it doesn't turn them on. So
I get rid of them.
and I'm not kidding you. Well, I talked to Joe about this. Joe said take them off because they're garbage and they'll just ruin your electrical system.
Yep.
But now it's a project. I'm wondering why I have all these lights, and I'm not kidding. There's 10 LED strips on this bike all over, and they're all hidden.
Do you want them on there?
Well, now I just want to make sure. What I'll probably do is figure out how to make them work, and once I'm happy with making them work, I'll take them all off. But now it's like a challenge. I'm like, why are they not working? I need to make. You know how it is, Doug. It's like something's not working.
Yeah.
I need to make this work, and once it's working, I can tear it off. That's not a big deal. That's like it's the Kawasaki. The Kawasaki wouldn't run. I kept shitting with it until it finally ran. Now it runs. Now I can sell it. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Challenge
They're
accepted.
LEDs.
Challenge beaten.
No, they're LEDs. That's a super easy. That's a 20. That's a.
You would think.
You have a.
You would think
You
it's
don't
got
need
a.
this.
Well, it's got a switching system on it that runs back into the aux system, so you can't turn them on unless the bike is actually running and it's above 14 volts. Cool, got that part. And then it runs into this boxing switch that's like it's an on-off toggle, not a toggle, but a bubble switch. And I'm like, I can't make it work. So it's probably going to turn out being the bubble switch, but now it's a challenge. Now I got to figure out why it's not working. So what I'm probably going to do is cut the bubble switch off, put a toggle switch on it because I got to see these things work.
Yeah.
And then I can tear them off. It won't be a big deal.
Cut the wire, stick a 9-volt battery plug onto it, and plug it onto a 9-volt battery. As often as you're going to use them, you're going to make sure they work.
I bought toggle switches. So I'm probably going to put the toggle switches on, make sure it works. After it works, I can tear them off. Not a big deal.
For as often as you're going to use them, I just buy one of those little 9-volt battery plugs. Get a 9-volt battery. You can put it on a switch if you want to, or just take the battery off.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're 12 volts. I'll run them. I'll probably get one of these Thunderboxes, run it through a Thunderbox instead of this weird switching system it has.
LEDs.
I just want to make them work once. I want to make them work once. That's
They're
it.
going to run on 3 volts. You don't need them. You don't need them on 12.
It's probably got a Zener diode in it. I'm betting you. Well, I know it does because it has that. It's got that low voltage switching system on it where you can keep them plugged up to the battery all the time and they never come on until your alternator kicks in and kicks it above 13 volts.
Huh.
So I don't know if you've ever worked with a Thunderbox. Thunderbox does the same thing. You can hook all your auxiliaries to it and they don't turn on until the alternator kicks in. Nobody cares, Gma. What, you gonna show us your fucking books? Come on. We look at your books. You can deal with our LEDs.
She's 3 steps ahead of us. Take them off the bike. You're not going to want them anyway.
No, I want to make them
Yeah, I've
work.
already solved this problem. I don't know why we're
I want
discussing
to make them work before I take them off. This is a man thing. You wouldn't understand.
Because he wants to make them work. And
I
when
want
you
to make it work,
something,
and then I
gotta
can
Well,
take it
then why
off. I
start the
won't care.
discussion with I don't know what to do with them? Take them off or fix them.
This is a man thing. You wouldn't understand. Don't you have paper to cut?
It's a you don't know how to answer a question, ask a question thing.
You don't know how a man asks a question. So go back,
He's
cut your
not
cut your
asking.
paper. I hear your dog barking.
He's
think
not
your dog
asking
needs
for
you.
the
Is
end
he?
result.
Walk
He
your
wants
dog.
the process.
No,
There's a process to this.
no, it's not. This is a man working a problem out.
It's got to
Oh,
be the box.
sure.
So a woman asks a question. She doesn't want to answer to her question. She just wants to complain about it. A man asks a
No,
question.
I wouldn't
He's
say
trying
she
to
wants
figure
to
out a way to
complain.
fix it.
Women don't complain. They work a problem. They work a problem through you, and you have to nod your head and listen to everything they say. And then when they're done, you go, I'm so proud that you worked your way through that. That's awesome.
What I should figure out is when a woman asks a question, she's not asking for her to fix it. She wants you to fix it. So you just listen to
No.
whatever she has to say and then just go fix it later.
No, that's when the Tourette's comes out. When she comes in and starts, it starts with this stupid, and goes off on it. That's when it's okay. It's gonna get destroyed, or I gotta fix it. So
I'll
that's
fix it myself.
Or you know what we need? That's the key phrase. Do you know what we need? Okay, I have to do something. That's it. It's the translation. You know what we need? We need a cover for that pool pump. Oh, okay. Or she comes in and
That's a
says
Doug
the
problem.
helicopter light's on the dashboard. Okay.
The helicopter light, yes.
Yeah, the helicopter light. It's the yellow one. Looks like, we call it.
Oh,
an
the engine light.
Yeah, but it looks like a helicopter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the helicopter
I guess it
light's
does.
on the dashboard. You got to go out and make sure the lights gets off somehow. So
Usually it's you got to add oil.
yeah,
Or
and
change
if you
some
don't-
filter somewhere.
if you
Yeah.
don't go get the
It's the gas
helicopter
cap.
light to turn off, then she's going to get another man to do it. So,
Yep.
that's not an option for me.
I just go dig tools out and walk past him in the house, and then he comes out there because, like, why?
You're scaring him.
Yeah, the lights
You're
on.
fixing to cost
I don't
him
know.
money.
See, I don't have that
right?
problem at my house. If I want something fixed, I
That's
just
it.
do it or hire it out.
This should be advice to every woman in the entire planet Earth. If you walk by your man and go, "There's a light on the dash," and he doesn't do anything, you're with the wrong guy.
Get a new guy.
No,
Yeah.
you get the right guy that's going to go fix it. Otherwise, he's the wrong guy. Okay, that's
He's
it.
just your next ex.
Yeah. That's he's the practice.
Yep.
Go get it.
Next X. I like that. That's fun.
Yeah.
I have somebody that calls
Yeah.
me up. It's also that calls me up. I'm not going to name her, but somebody that calls me up and goes, "There's this going on with my car," and I'm like, "Well, first you get a man, then you tell him to fix it." Okay.
Ow.
Well, he's not here. Okay. Well, then here's what you do. And I'll walk her through the process. But yeah.
I have so many questions, but
No, any woman that walks by any man and says, "There's a light on my dash," and I don't know, and they just keep walking. If he doesn't go straight to your car right then and fix it, you're with the wrong guy.
you see that's the challenge and challenge accepted thing. I can't
Yeah,
leave something
that should
unfixed.
be like it should be on the marriage license application. It's like, does he go check the light on your dash and fix it when you check? Okay, and if that box isn't checked, then we're not going to give you the license. Okay,
There should be a
That's it.
test. That's what the marriage test should really be.
Yeah, that's it.
Can you
it's
fix
just,
shit?
It's just part of the qualifications. Okay. Does she complain when you buy bike parts? No. All right, we'll give you the license. It's okay.
He doesn't complain, but he also has zero idea how much anything costs. And all of my Harleys are on board that if I walk in with my husband, they're like, and I'm picking my bike up, nothing ever costs more than $300 at a maximum. And there is nothing that you can really get done there that is less than $300. But they're like, oh,
Yeah.
$300 today. They like,
It's a random number.
Yeah, you can't. I could never. I did that.
it's a
with,
super secret slush fund. I pay ahead of time, or I get gift cards, and they have Like, he has no idea. No idea. And he don't care. That's the whole
Does
thing.
he ever watch these live streams?
As long as it's paid for.
No. Football's on.
Okay.
Well, be careful if he ever goes to sell your bike and he's like, well, that thing's only like $6,000.
Yeah, it's only worth a couple $100.
Well, it's his bike, so
Oh, that's
it's
only
his bike.
that's no problem.
And he knows how much the bike costs. He just doesn't know how much parts
There's
and
a whole lot
accessories
of
and service are.
There's a whole lot of power tools in the garage that were only like $25 when I bought
Yeah, right.
I have a lot of those too.
them. You know, those Milwaukees are nothing. You know? Oh, $25. What's that? Oh,
Each
it's an
one.
impact wrench.
The batteries were free. It
Yeah.
was a bargain.
Oh no, she has her own power tools, so she knows how much shit
The
costs.
bad part is if you have a garage sale because you got more than one, and she goes, "Oh no, that was only like $25." No, don't sell it. Don't sell it for that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh jeez. Oh, that Harley, that was only like $1,000. I made a profit. I sold it for $1,200. No.
He knows. He knows how
Yeah.
much they cost. He just minds his own business. He's good at it.
Well, that's a good thing to have in a
It's
man.
not-
Somebody
see,
that
it's
minds their own fucking business.
It's not part of the budget.
He knows
That's
his
it.
place.
It's just not part of the
Well,
Oh.
What's this? Oh my god.
If I ever meet him, I promise I won't tell him anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
he was
better. Just don't tell him how much service costs.
Oh, I would not dream of it.
He knows. He
I
knows.
still haven't figured out how a Harley oil change at the dealership can cost $350.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's nuts.
yeah. I believe it's got to be the labor cost. It's gotta
Yeah.
be.
It's the labor cost, and it depends on which service. And
Harder than
more
that,
than that.
I can't believe I've offered to do people's oil changes for them, and if they came and helped and they won't help, they'd rather spend $350.
It's because they're insecure.
Well, I bought Gmaw's bike. I bought top of the line full oil change kit, which is a little more than I would normally spend, but I wanted to do the oil change in a box, and it was still only $75 for the whole thing.
Yep.
It was actually more than enough. It was actually
Which I did pay him back for.
oh
Everybody.
she did
Just
pay
for
back
the
for it, but
record.
still it was only $75 and still came with an
Yeah.
extra quart.
Yeah.
So how the hell? And it took Gmaw 20 minutes maybe. Can you tell
Yeah,
me 20
about 20
minutes of
minutes.
labor is worth $350?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's insane.
I know. If it's under warranty, and they're checking all the parts, then they're gonna cover it if something goes wrong. Then second my bike isn't under warranty, then I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But I have
That's
had
true.
them fight for me and cover something under warranty where
Yeah.
they actually had to fight for it.
Yeah, we had that discussion on buying this bike with a new bike is, the whole warranty thing, and the one mechanic came over and he was talking with the sales guy, and they were talking. He goes, "He's not bringing his bike in here to do any work," and the sales guy looked and he goes, "But it's the warranty and everything." And the guy goes, "I ask him questions. Okay? When there's something off the wall, I call him. And then he tells me about what,
Yeah.
he can work on his bike." And they were like, "Yeah, okay, that should be no problem. Just tell us what you've done, document it."
Yeah.
Oh, so when I bought the Street Glide, we're up there and they're going through the list of purchases and the warranty and stuff on the bike and what's covered. And it's got a lifetime battery warranty. And I was like, "How much is that?" And she goes, "Oh no, every Harley bike has that." I said, "A lifetime battery warranty?" "Oh yeah, if anything ever happens to the battery, we change it for free." And I'm like, "My Sportster didn't have that." And she goes, "Yes, it does." This is after buying 3 batteries for that fucking bike now. Now I'm finding
Yeah, you
out
think they would have
Harley has
mentioned
a
that.
lifetime battery warranty.
What?
No, they don't.
It's in the paperwork.
Well, they do at selective Harleys.
Ah,
I mean, what one dealership will cover, I have found this, is a lot different than what other dealerships will cover.
Well, I bought
and
both of these bikes
Also,
at the
he's
same
saying
dealer.
if you buy a new bike, then it's warranted. If you buy a secondhand bike, you can't just take said secondhand bike with bunk battery to Harley Davidson and say, "Hey, I heard you guys warranty these." Since you're the second owner, they're like, "Tough
Nope.
shit."
This was though the Sportster was new. I didn't have warranty. I've never had and I will now. Now that I know, but the Sportster was new when I bought it. The Street Glide was a year old.
Uh-huh.
So the Street Glide's covered, even though it's a used
Cool.
bike. The Sportster wasn't. So, and she swears that they've always been that way. That's a Harley thing, not a dealer thing.
Yeah.
I think that's something they just decided, and maybe the new CEO has put that into play, and they're just trying to play like it's always been that way.
Yep. Yeah.
You know,
Right back.
when I did get this one, the battery.
We'll be right here waiting for you, girlfriend.
You did actually say that. They said anytime I have a problem with that, just bring it and swap it out. So I'll give them that.
Maybe it is a new thing, and they're just trying to pretend like it's always been that way. But the Sportster should have always been that way, because anybody that I know that's had a Sportster, like the new Evo Sportsters, all the batteries burn out, and nobody can tell you why. Maybe that's why they quit
Because they
making
have
that
shitty
Sportster.
charging systems.
Maybe, yeah. I wish I knew a way to upgrade it. I'm tired of changing batteries. Even if they are going to be free, it just sucks because they always fail at the worst time.
Oh yeah. On my Sportster and my Shovelhead, I automatically replaced my batteries every year, because otherwise you were going to wind up dead somewhere.
I push started somebody at a Lowe's parking lot. His bike was 6 months old.
Yep.
I don't know what happened. And I was like, we'll get
Harley
it started.
battery.
We'll get it started, ride it straight to Harley. Call them right now, tell them you're on the way. I'll push start you and head straight that way.
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit.
You know, if anybody knows how to rig a charging system on a Sportster with the right system, it would probably be Joe. With all the experience that he's got, he probably knows the exact one to get. Exactly everything to get is how to set it. So he would be the guy I'd ask.
That might be a good winter project.
Well, the voltage regulator, if I recall correctly, the voltage regulator on 70s Sportsters is always the weak spot.
Yep.
From what my recollection is.
This is a 2021 Sportster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Mine's a 74 Sportster. It's got a brand new voltage regulator on it. It's the first thing I do when I start rebuilding a bike is I buy all new electrical charging components.
Yeah.
Just because.
Just because. No, I've actually,
can.
I change it every year because I have to. Usually by about
Right.
not even the first part of spring. It'll go through the winter. I'll keep it on the charger, keep it on the tender, and like April, battery fails. April or May, battery fails, out of nowhere. There's no weak start.
Yep.
There's no warm up to it. All of a sudden it just dies.
Have you ever tried to refurbish your own battery?
Well, no, but I did. This last one, I didn't get it from Harley. I got it from Batteries Plus, and Batteries Plus has a 3-year warranty.
Yeah.
So the next one I'll get from because I was thinking maybe it's the battery, maybe it's because it's a Harley battery, and this one is a high amperage battery from Batteries Plus, because I couldn't get one.
Uh-huh.
The biggest one I could get from Harley was 165 cranking amps. The same size battery, same dimensions from Batteries Plus was 185.
Have you got a laser temperature gauge?
Yes.
Shoot your battery next time you go for a long ride. See what your temperature is.
See if it's overcharging.
No, see what your temperature's at. See if your battery's going to get over 95 degrees. Batteries perform really well at 75, and they don't like high temperatures.
Yep.
I'm in
That's
Mississippi.
very
It's going to be
true.
over 85 degrees anyway.
Okay. I mean, well, here, it gets to 120 degrees, so your battery's always going to get hot. There's really nothing you can do about it. But meanwhile, there's always, you can put like a blanket on it or something if it's getting too hot from the engine or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe you might be onto something. Like I said, in the winter, doesn't give me any problems. In the spring, when it starts warming up, that's when it starts giving me problems. So when it goes from cooler weather to warmer weather, maybe that's the point that it starts burning up.
Yeah, you're taking half the life out of your battery for about every 20 degrees over 7. So at 95, you just
Yep.
I'll let you know next April. I'll come back to
Believe it
you.
or not, I actually went to a school. they they sent me to training for batteries. So yeah, I learned a couple things.
I didn't know that.
One of them was temperature. Yeah, they ended up sending me to Milwaukee in the winter. Who goes to Milwaukee in the winter? It's stupid. They're like, oh, you're
I've
gonna
been
go
to Milwaukee in the winter. It sucked ass.
I've been
Yeah,
to
I was
Milwaukee.
like, okay, I'll go to Milwaukee. I'll go see the museum. It'll be great. No, they sent me in the winter. It sucked. So all I got
Yeah.
to do is go to the class and go straight back to the hotel. It's terrible.
They
Yeah.
sent the sign companies were for sent me to Appleton, Wisconsin for game season. You see, because that's where the Green Bay Stadium actually is. And so here's a funny one for you. I went up there trying to find the stadium. I drove by the little college stadium that's in a neighborhood. I'm not shooting you. The parking lots were around this little neighborhood. I'm like, well, that can't be it. And I keep driving, and I get to this huge stadium. And I park out there, and I go in, and it's not the pro stadium. It's the Hall of Fame. It's the Hall of Fame stadium where the college plays. The Green Bay Stadium was the little short stadium that I saw that was out in some neighborhood somewhere. And I finally called the guy. He knows where to drive to. When I drive out to it, I'm out in the parking lot. I said, the place doesn't look very big. He goes, oh, no, you got to get inside it. You know where I'm going with this, biker girl?
Mm-mm.
When I go into the stadium, when you enter from the street, from the parking lot, you're on like the 7th mezzanine row. You go down into the stadium.
Wow.
The
I've
stadium,
heard that.
the stadium is 7 stories below land level. It's dug down into the earth because of the blizzards, because of the cold weather. It's to it's to keep the wind and snow from the stadium.
That makes sense.
But yeah, when I went up there, it was 20 below.
It keeps it out.
It keeps a lot of it out because it blows over the top of the stadium.
It does.
Yeah.
It does keep a lot of it out.
And I think they thought it was going to
I'm
blow over if it was too high. Maybe.
I'm from a place that's so cold, Duluth, Minnesota, and Minneapolis, that they actually built
Oh, yeah.
sidewalks that you can travel between buildings so you don't freeze your patootie off crossing the street.
I have a niece that lives back there in the St. Paul area.
Yeah.
Mankato. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Minnesota, yeah.
Yeah.
Here it gets so cold that they sell hoodies. Yeah.
It is so cold.
Wow.
And I'm not much of a cold weather fan, to be honest, and I don't know how this happened, but the dog sled race up there, the John Bear Gray Sled Dog Marathon that runs up along the North Shore, I would volunteer at one of the checkpoints, and you actually pull a sled with a tent in it, and it flips open, has a little wood stove and everything, and I would winter camp for an entire week every winter. I
Wow.
was like, no way.
We're at the checkpoint. Where is she? She's in the tent.
Yeah, we'd all go in there and warm up because the hotel was for like the dogs and the athletes if they needed to go in and rest.
Yeah, that's where I'd be because I hate
Yeah.
the snow. Like
Oh
I
my
have a
gosh.
passionate hate for snow.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go skiing. Okay.
I know. Kids are like, come home. And I was like, ah.
Yeah, no.
I'll
it hailed
FaceTime you.
a couple of weeks ago here, or whatever, a week ago, week and a half, I guess 2 weeks ago, it hailed 4 inches here. We had a really bizarre storm that came through. Of course, it was melted in like an hour, but it hailed 4 inches, and I went, I don't know if I can live here anymore. Okay. There's 4 inches of hail on the ground.
Yeah.
This place might have expired. Okay, I don't know.
That's biblical.
Right after I left Mike's house that night, I was like trying to dodge rainstorms and shit. But that night, I wound up just on the edge of a really freak hailstorm just as it was getting dark. Oh man, that shit hurt.
The first ride on that fat boy, the very first ride on this thing, on that gray ghost, I take off and it's perfect and it's sunny and there's a little cloud, and I head south towards Tucson, out in the middle of nowhere on this 2-lane highway, and there it is, hail. And the only day that I was like, you know what, I'll just wear the half shell. I'm gonna take it easy. Now I got my face just pelted. I'm sitting there riding like this, going, okay, I just want to get through.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Cloud, 15
Yep.
minutes. 15 minutes of just getting beat in the face by hail, and there's no place to. There's nothing out there. There's no place
Yep.
to stop.
Oh yeah. There's no friendly overpass.
Yeah, and then I got through it and then laughed about it and thought, yeah, that was really stupid. Next time I'm wearing a full face helmet because I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just not.
I mean, in the summer, a full face helmet's kind of a pain in the ass, but After a while, if you do something stupid long enough, you figure out strategies to work around it.
Yeah, monsoon season doesn't care.
No, it doesn't.
It just doesn't care here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was what was nice was I was nice and wet, and then I got back into that 95-degree heat again, and I just cooled off.
Felt great, huh?
I love it. It's not bad.
Then you got to dry up and you're all soggy and
And I was right. So it's kind of like bad pizza, You're still
Yeah.
pretty good.
there's no such thing as bad pizza in my
It's
opinion.
still pretty good,
Oh,
It's
there
not-
is.
Yeah. There you
You
go.
must not have a CC's where you're from.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think the only digestive system that can eat a CC's pizza is a kid 9 years or younger.
I would.
No.
Yeah, I would.
I don't know.
CC's
I don't think I've ever
pizza.
had one.
CC's pizza is kind of disgusting. It's an all-you-can-eat
You know-
place, and the slicers are this wide. So,
I don't know, man. Last time I was traveling, I ate some pretty disgusting meals because, when you're hungry enough, anything is just great. I was sitting there one night and I'm like, I am so fucking hungry for a ham sandwich. Just a ham sandwich on cheap white bread. You know those ones you get in
Yep.
the little triangle thing? I looked for one of those things for like 3 days and finally I got one. And I look at it and it's like, it's got no butter on it. Well, part of my equation is I needed some fucking butter. So they didn't have any butter there. So next gas station I was at, because I saved my sandwich. Next gas station I go in and I'm like, do you guys have any butter pats? No, we just have a big tub of butter. I just refill it. I'm like, can I talk you out of about a tablespoon worth of butter? The guy's like, well, I don't know what I'm going to put it in. I brought Tupperware with me. I said, I have this little thing here. Would you mind throwing just a little bit of butter in there for me, man? I'm traveling and I just need a little bit of butter.
Just put it
And
right
the
here in
kid's
my
like-
hand. We're good.
And the kid's like, okay. So he gives me a little dab of butter. I put the top on it. I thank him very much. I go, I make a few purchases, because when people are nice to you, you try to reward them. And went my way. That was the best fucking sandwich I had that whole trip.
So I gotta know, is butter on a ham sandwich? Is that like a P&W thing, or
No, that's a me thing.
It's a requirement.
I have
My
never
husband does it too.
heard of that.
Yeah,
Where's he from?
it's so good. I
He's
like.
from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It's like you have
I've
to have
never
fresh
had that.
white
Butter
bread, the kind that
on-
sticks on your teeth. Yeah.
Yeah. Any
Yeah.
any sandwich has to have butter. He will not use
Yep.
mayo or whatever it is. So butter.
Well, because then it
Butter.
then it
And I'm a
doesn't get
mayo
sticky.
girl.
Yeah,
I like
it doesn't get
mayo,
all
but
soggy
yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
She's
I'm
over there
also
looking at me, "Thank
super
you,
lazy,
you're the only one."
So he makes our sandwiches, and I eat sandwiches with butter on them.
You just eat whatever you're given.
I will. I swear to God, the girls at work know. If I bring in a sandwich, my husband made it. And if I show up with no sandwich, I'm opening up the cabinets looking for oatmeal or something to scavenge for the day. Because I'm lazy, and I
Yeah.
also am cheap. I will not spend money
Yep.
on lunch. It's a half-hour lunch
Yeah.
break. Our town is remote. There's nothing less than $30 for lunch. I will
Damn.
not.
Screw that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the thing
My
that I
car-
always take with me is
Don't
those
care.
little packets, of instant oatmeal.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you've had a really long day, you can, in a pinch, make one of those with just the little hot plate from the coffee in your room. You can make one of those and make it work for you.
Yeah. Those and
Call
ramen
them
noodles.
iron.
Of stuff.
Apple cinnamon, you could just
Put your
dump in your
whole
mouth
thing
and drink
on.
water with it. You don't
Well,
even
and my
have to-
daughter also she dehydrated me a whole bunch of fruit. And so then the dehydrated fruit, she took and put them in these little freeze-dried packets in portion sizes for my handlebar snacks. It's a thing, man. It works.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at. Well, I am laughing.
Yeah, you are. It's okay.
I'm not
Doug.
laughing. I'm making plans.
you
I'm like,
showed
how
me
can
that.
I
I was
fit that
like-
on my bike?
I was like, oh my god, she has handlebar snacks. That's
No,
I do.
She brought
Yeah.
Tupperware with her.
that's so
You
awesome.
had Tupperware that you weren't using.
No, I have these little, well, They're called
Snack size.
midgies in Tupperware language. But I used them initially to, well, it's a handy shot glass. It doesn't break if you drop it, for one thing.
The real
Another
reason.
thing, I use it for my B12. Yeah, that is the real reason. But yeah, it's very convenient because you can just put a little dab of something in there.
We have little. So
Yeah.
I'll bring for breakfast. I'll bring like either the rice cakes or Pop Tarts or something, and then I'll put peanut butter in those little bitty things.
Yeah.
And that's what she puts peanut butter and cheese and stuff in. And we got them at Aldi's. They were part of a sushi set. Little what do you call those little boxes that the sushi comes in?
Bento.
The bento boxes.
A bento box.
So it came with like a little whole bento set, but that's all I really use out of them is the little screw top. They're supposed to hold wasabi or whatever, but
Duck and I just learned something new today.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was about.
Well, my freezer, my little cooler I carry is about this big by this big by that big, and it works perfectly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the boxes are perfectly divided where you can have like a main thing and like two little alternate things. They seal up.
Yep.
And everything's compartmentalized. It's the most shit you can get into the smallest space possible. And they pack away really easily.
I'll have to look at that. No, for reals. I love it.
Aldi's has all kinds of cool shit like that. And you can get them off Amazon too, but I mean...
Some people don't have Aldi's in their town.
Aldi's is too.
Do you have Aldi's down there, Biker Girl?
There might
I don't
be
think
an
you do.
Aldi's in Santa Rosa.
I
Santa
don't think you
Rosa's
have
pretty
them down
big,
there.
but I haven't seen one, I guess.
We have Fry's grocery stores that have the sushi
Yeah.
thing. Once in a while, you'll see
Sure.
like an Asian guy making some stuff, and it's like, oh, he's making it here. Okay.
All you got to know is if you go to Aldi's, bring a quarter. Quarters are
Bring a
required.
quarter?
Quarters are required. Because you have to
For what?
rent. You have to rent your shopping cart.
No way.
Huh.
It's one of
They
the.
don't have like tap. You can't tap to
You,
pay or
you shove the
anything?
quarter into it, and it unlocks the cart from the rack. And you pull the one cord in, and the quarter stays in. When you push it
And
back
then
to
you
the
get
rack,
it back when you put it back
and then
in.
when you put your the thing back in to lock it back into place, it kicks the quarter out.
No, you're sitting here talking about figuring out the lights on your bike. You should be defeating the quarter thing on the shopping cart.
Well, if
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
fucking
if I
bullshit,
didn't get the
man.
quarter back, I'd figure it out. But I always know when to get the quarter back, so it's not a big deal.
I'd be like, here, I'll get that cart for you.
And well, here's the thing:
Yeah.
all these people have an Aldi's quarter. They save the quarter, and that's all they use it for is for Aldi's. And like if you're coming out and somebody's like, "Oh, here, I'll just give you a quarter for your cart," they're like, "No, that's my quarter." Oh, okay. People are attached to their Aldi's quarters.
I'm gonna start saving punch outs from breaker boxes now.
You get it. I mean, you get it back. It's not a big, If they're going to keep it, you'd figure something out. But it's like you're going to get the quarter back every time, so it's not that big a deal.
We don't have that.
You rent a cart for a quarter that costs like $100. So.
The last time we went to a grocery store, I kind of looked around all wide-eyed, and she was like, "You don't go into these very." No, I don't know. There's so much stuff. I don't know things about grocery stores anymore. I stay away.
Yeah. I hardly ever go shopping.
Serenity Kitty says the quarter carts are standard in Europe. All these is like a European market. So
Who knew?
up in Chicago or St. Louis, they had world markets. It was like a bunch of import stuff, and it was so freaking awesome. The food was like European chocolates and candies and chips and furniture and whatever. It was very European flair stuff. It's very cool, and I'm not sure. I don't know if they had them. I think they did too. They had the quarter carts, but yeah, it's a definitely European thing. Thanks for reminding me. Very cool, very cool.
I just know they have really awesome cough drops, like in Spain.
Ricola.
They work. They're about 1/4 of the size of the ones you get here. But they got coating, and they work.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
What's that meme? There's a meme over the top of the 1860s doctor, and he says, "I diagnosed you with spirits in your blood. I recommend cocaine. I subscribe to you cocaine."
Yeah, when I was
If
active
that gives me
duty,
energy, I would take it.
when I
Hell
was
yeah.
active duty, I had a sore throat and I went in to get some cough drops and was like, oh, these are working. I'll pop one in. I was like, man, these are great. these are I had like 5 of them during the day. I was chill. My my throat was just I didn't have any soreness at all. And the one chief came out to me and he was like, ah, how you feeling? You looked like you were a little sick this morning. I said, no, I was taking these cough drops. He goes, you're taking what? These cough drops. You got them at the store right down here. And he goes, yeah, so don't take those. They got codeine in them, and they'll make you pop on your urinalysis. So now I got to cover up for you for the next couple weeks. I was like, oh, that's great. You're still taking them? Like, no, stop
Oh,
taking them.
we went to Greece. We went to Rhodes, Greece, and had real USO, and half the ship popped positive for opium.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
God,
Yep.
Greece was awesome. It's everything is so cheap there.
That's because the liquor has opium in it,
Well,
and there's lots of cats,
that was like that was like one of the best places to go in the world because you could go for $100. You live like royalty, and there's the beaches, and oh my god, it was awesome. I love that. I mean, not what I was doing there, but it was pretty awesome. You know?
So when we were in Iraq, the thing was to go is when you could go to the Haji Mart, everybody was picking up hookah pipes to bring home, and when you buy a hookah pipe, they give you a pound of tobacco with it, and they had flavored tobaccos, so they give you a whole pouch full of tobacco, and when you know it, half of us are popping positive for hash, for marijuana. This tobacco they're giving us was mixed with opium, heroin, and hash.
Well, yeah.
So then we can only, then they said you had to get the sealed stuff that actually was imported from like Italy or whatever. But yeah, the stuff they have there, they smoke. Even though I'm gonna emphasize this, even though it's illegal and they'll behead you for it. Egypt, if you get caught with hash, you go to jail, you get beheaded. And but they do it anyway because they're like, life sucks. I'm in the desert. Everything smells like dead fish.
If you've ever gone to a sheik's palace for a get together as a thank you,
Well, royalty is different.
yeah, there's a lot.
Royalty is
than that.
different.
They don't care about laws.
Oh, we
There's
went.
anything
We
and
went in
everything you
Kuwait where alcohol was supposed to be illegal. Went to the prince's palace. And I've got pictures on my. If you look at my Facebook or my Instagram, I've got pictures of me with one of the princes. At that banquet, we had alcohol, but we were at the prince's palace. They're immune. They're immune to custom. They're immune to the lower laws.
Diplomatic immunity.
No.
Sort of thing?
The princes
it's
are
diplomatic.
immune to the lower laws in the country. They had to, while we were there, one of the Kuwaiti princes got caught in Saudi Arabia, in the UAE, with hash, and they were going to execute him. And they had to bribe the country to get him out. It was like $3 million to pay a fine to get him out, to bring him back to Kuwait. I ain't gonna say Kuwait's corrupt, but they are more Americanized and they ignore a lot of the laws. I remember going into the airport in Kuwait City. These girls get on planes in full burqas, the full covering. They go into the bathroom, come out in jeans, high heels, and crop tops. They go to the States, they come back, they get on the plane in their jeans, high heels, and crop tops. Right before we land, they go back in, put their burqas and their headdresses on, and come back out.
Yeah.
The laws are not
Allah
for them.
cannot see you in the United States.
The laws are not for them.
Yeah.
In Kuwait at the sheiks parties, it was everything. Everything. So, yeah, you could drink and still stay awake for days. It was
Go
okay.
Wow.
Yeah. It was good. It was good times. Much different times, but good times.
I bet.
But yeah, they were. Let's just say they were very thankful that we were there. So, yeah, that was good. Oh, what changes do you plan on doing to your bike?
Moi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rainy.
I think the only thing other than get those freaking LED lights off after I get them fixed and get them all working and then I rip them off. I'm thinking about putting an extended windshield on it. Not a whole lot. I think right now it's got like a 3-inch brow on it. I think I want to extend that up maybe to a 5-inch, just a little bit higher, just to break the wind. I still want to be able to see over it.
Going with
To
clock?
break the wind.
No, I'm not going to do a Clockworks. I'm probably going to do like I did all the other pieces on the bikes I do. I'm going to get some obscure company off of Amazon that's about a tenth of the price. It's the same company, the same factory that all this other shit's made in. It just doesn't say Clockworks or what's another stupid one everybody's putting on their bikes now? Advan,
Memphis.
Advan Black.
Memphis Shade.
The Memphis Shades is actually they're actually a really nice price company.
I will say that Clockworks does a really good. They've got really good customer care. Any little problem you have with that windshield, they're sending you another one like right now.
Yeah, because it only costs them $10. I mean, of course they're going to.
You'll get it next day. If you're like, oh, I need this thing, oh, they're sending it to you, and it's going to show up the next morning. So they're on top of their stuff. They
do.
They don't like a bad product being out there or something with a crack in it or something like that. If there's any issue, and the way that I ride, it gets those stress cracks on the bottom. Oh my god! So, as a matter of fact, the first clock windshield that I got, they sent to me for free. So they just said, here's a windshield, Doug. I was like, okay, cool, I'll try it out. And then it was just a little bit too short. So I actually paid for one after that, and it's just a little bit too short now because she's tall. So, I had changes. There were changes on the bike. About 4 inches changes.
Yeah.
So,
I just have a hard
Oh, yeah,
time
so I'm
paying
getting
money
taller.
for something that I know I can get somewhere cheaper and just be the. My favorite story to tell is when I put the corridor fairing on the Sportster. It came with Burley instructions and Burley hardware because they're all made in the same factory. The Burley was $350. The corridor was $99. And when I cracked the windshield, they sent me a brand new windshield. And then the second one I cracked because someone dropped it in the garage. I bought a whole new to buy it because I felt bad. I already cracked one and it was her fault, so I was just going to buy one. When I went to buy one, the windshield was $89 when I'd already just paid $99 for the whole thing. So I just bought a whole new one, and that's where this one came from. This is the cracked one.
Yeah.
This is the one that came with the new one. I just took the windshield off the new one and put it on the old one in because it was only 4 bolts.
that was something that I learned working for. God, what was the name of that place? Eugene Welding. Actually, he does all the conveyors and everything, or he did all the conveyors and everything up at the North American Stainless plant there in Kentucky. He said, if there's ever any problem with any of his products and the conveyors we built, we sent a guy immediately out to go fix it, and it wasn't about the bill. It was go fix it, and then, depending on if it was a ridiculous cost or if it was just something that was gonna wear out anyway, we would charge them something. They'd always make it right because those conveyors they cost $60,000 an hour to have them shut down. So
Yeah.
you got to get them back up and running. The reason that they used us was we would immediately take care of the problem and get it back up and running. And if it was something that was just a flaw or something that just needed to be done, we would do it. These companies out there like Clockworks, like the exhaust people that I got from, these pipes start bluing, they'll send me another set right now. Clockworks will send me another windshield right now. I guarantee you, if I got on the phone right now and called up and said, hey, actually I could just send him a text and say, hey, your windshield, cracked on the bottom. I'm getting another one probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
it's not about
Sounds
that.
like Indy Ridge level of customer service.
yeah, Steve's the same way.
Yeah, it's not about that $65 we gotta pay to fix it. It's about that next $300 you're gonna spend when you buy the next product.
Yeah. Well, it's to me, it's
It's about that word of mouth when you tell somebody that the product didn't stand up.
You gotta take care
I
of
don't
it.
care if it's another $100. I don't care if it's $100 more. If
Yeah.
something goes wrong and they're going to send me one right now to fix the problem that I've got and not even discuss money,
Yep.
then
Yeah.
I'm going with that company every day of the week.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
Hey, G-Mom,
that's
What?
when we were at Buc-ee's, did you find it overwhelming? I thought we were like in and out of there really quick. I mean, with the exception of stopping to
No.
look at everything, nobody was in the way. We didn't have to wait in any lines. As soon as we stopped
I
looking
mean-
and got in line, we were out of there.
I probably could have looked a little bit more, but I'm pretty cognizant when I'm traveling. I have no room for extra shit. So, I thought it was well laid out. I thought they had a lot of cool food. Um, but it's definitely a tourist thing. It wasn't extremely overwhelming to me, but
Yeah, that's the
I mean, I
second
worked in a
time.
psych hospital for 25 years,
Yeah,
so
that's the second time someone has said that being in Bucky's is overwhelming. I didn't find it overwhelming. I did
yeah.
find there was way too much shit that I wanted to put on the bike that I didn't have room
Oh,
for.
Jeremy McCormick says that he was referring to the truck stop being overwhelming. That was the gas pumps at Bucky's were strangely weird to me. Now that you mention it, Jeremy, I am, and it may be just because that guy tried to wave me down to yell at me about my bike,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
thought it
like
was.
I'm always hyper vigilant at gas stops anyway because there's so many people coming and going. They're all focused on their snacks and their gas and the kids in the back seat that are being assholes.
Yeah.
They are not looking for people on motorcycles. So that's one of my places where I'm like, who's going to try and kill me next?
Well, that
So,
that woman in front of us, she went from the far right, went from her lane on the right, got in front of
yep,
us, and then moved
yeah,
over to the left, and then looked
yep,
like she was going to get back in our lane. That's why I held back when the
yeah,
light turned green. I was like, "Where's this bitch
yeah,
going?" I had no clue.
yeah,
But I mean, again, as motorcyclists, we start to notice that. We notice when people are
yeah,
being extra or extravagant or doing things that a normal person wouldn't
yeah,
do. So we become we
yep,
become very hyper vigilant because
Yeah.
not that they wouldn't do the same thing if we were in a car, but it's going to hurt a lot more if we're on that bike.
yeah.
So you have to
I'm
become
hardly ever in a
vigilant.
car.
Gas
Like I was
stations
in my
are
car the other day. I'm in my car, right? And I'm driving down the road and I'm like, I'm trying to turn right.
She had a big steering
So
wheel.
I hit the steering wheel and my music goes to the next song and I'm like, fucking broke my music? What? Oh shit. And it's like, it's a good thing there wasn't anybody following me because, yeah,
Yeah, I've done that
like
before. I
I'm a
tried to
moron.
tried to turn
Or
and
then
the
you're
music
in your
changes.
car and you're going, hey, Cardo, next track. you know?
This car's not
Or you're
working.
going to go left. Hey! Then you hit the window.
I've gone to wave to people and hit the window. That's always fun.
Yeah.
What are you
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
your helmet for in your car? The music doesn't work in my car.
I've actually thought about that.
Oh my God. That's great.
But yeah, no.
Gas stations are the places where you are invisible and everybody's out to kill you. So yeah, that's definitely subliminally, I guess. Yeah, I think the same thing. Yep. Every time I'm at a gas station, I look around like crazy because somebody's going to come from the left or the right or from the back or the middle or wherever, and they're just gonna they don't see it.
Yeah.
They're focused on what's going on in their dash. So yeah,
Or it's like it's okay for everybody in a car to get their gas and then go inside and get their snacks and all their bullshit and leave their car at the pumps.
yeah.
But if you're on a motorcycle, people really give you the side eye if you run in and use the bathroom and grab a snack and leave your bike there.
You know,
But I
if they-
used to move mine, but I don't bother anymore.
if there's a shady place to park it,
I'll move it. Yeah.
If there's no shady
Yep.
place to park it, especially here, I'm not putting that black seat in 120 degrees sun.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
it's not happening.
Yeah.
So,
No.
yeah,
If it's a small mom and pop station and they depend on the revenue of me moving my ass out of there, I might. But I'll just go forward into that shady spot that's between the two lanes of gas station travel,
yeah,
Yeah.
right between
Yeah.
the cans.
Yeah.
Between the cans.
And then just
I'll never
make
go
it
to
quick.
that.
Yeah.
I'll never go to that
I
gas
do that
station. It
all the
only
time.
has like 2 or 4 pumps.
Oh, I always do.
Because I don't want to have to hurry. No, I want to take my time.
It just depends on where I'm at and do I need gas? And yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
usually
not that
choose
picky.
I'll choose a place that's got a tree. Oh,
Yeah.
look, she's actually. I'll look around like, yeah, we're not going into that one. There's no shady spot.
Yeah.
I can't take a break in the
Yeah.
shade. I'm not going to that one. I'm going to the other
Yep.
one.
Yep.
It's 30 cents more. I don't care. It could be $8 more a gallon. I'm going with that.
Yep.
Sheepskin seat,
Amen
man.
to
I'm
that.
telling you, sheepskin seat. The
Yeah.
best. They look
Yeah.
funny, but they'll pay for themselves.
Save your
Like I
butt.
said, I like that wind rider. It's clean and it keeps that wind blowing. You know,
I
they've got
got
that much space that a breeze blows under you and keeps you dry.
I got one of those, the one of the inflatable ones that has like the mesh top on it and stuff.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
it feels
no.
awkward. They feel
Yeah,
awkward.
we had one of those and it felt weird, and then I tried different pressures with it and I still got swamp and I didn't like that at all. And then finally I was like, I'm sorry, you know, Wind Rider prices, they're expensive. They're stupid expensive for a seat cover. And there
Yeah.
is an off brand that's out there. It's not as good. And I just thought, you know what? I don't care. That day I came in the house, my ass was wet. I said, get this stupid fucking cover. I don't care how much it costs. And I tried
Yep.
it out, and now I live by them. That's just it. I don't care. You know, where do I spend all of my time on the bike?
Yeah. Sitting on the seat.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
two things. There's two things you got to keep an eye on. Where what contacts the road, you want that to be good, and what
Yep.
contacts you.
Contacts the jewels.
Yeah.
Everything else can be
It's very
fixed.
true. Yep.
The
So,
the
This is true.
I saw a meme and I've shared it a couple times. This guy goes out and jumps on the bike and all of a sudden he starts screaming and it shows two sausages sitting on a grill. And then his girlfriend jumps on behind him and she starts screaming and it shows two open oysters on a grill.
jeez.
But first seat,
Well-
first seat. Worth it. That inflatable one, it wasn't so much that it was like I didn't get the pressures right. It was like sitting on a waterbed. Remember the old waterbed you would move?
Yeah.
One side go low,
Yeah.
one side go high. And I got a divided one still, and it was still the same way. I felt like I was constantly doing this on the bike. I couldn't like get good contact pressure on the bike, on the seat.
I tried like 3 or 4 of the inflatable ones, just thinking that maybe the one was better than the other, and they all sucked.
Yeah,
I wasn't impressed with any of them. The only one that, like I said, the only one that I've been impressed with at all, and I'm picky. Where I sit is I'm picky.
Yeah.
It was the Wind Rider seat.
the gel pants made it more comfortable, but it didn't. You still have hot spots. So
And it's
for
a shame
comfort,
too, because I
gel
only
seat.
get a Saddleman seat for this thing, and I'm still gonna put a Wind Rider seat cover over. There, you know, I've had guys out. Well, what's stitching pattern? I don't care because I'm gonna put a cover on it anyway. You know? I don't care
Yeah.
what stitches go on it.
Oh yeah, so
You know?
they cleaned up my BMW. I actually went and saw it on the floor last Saturday, and it looked weird. I didn't know why it looked so weird. It's because it didn't have the sheepskin on it. I was like, wow, that's a nice shiny seat. Oh, because there's never been an ass put on it more than like maybe 3 months of its entire life. It's not had a cover on it, so it looked very very good. Looked brand new.
Did it have a price on it?
They did have a price on it. I will say I'm very happy with what I got it for the trade-in.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then.
So yeah, they're again they traded me that bike not because they were going to make money off of mine, because they traded it to me to sell the one they sold me.
Yeah.
And
Well, there's still a commission that somebody's got to get paid when they sell a bike.
yeah, and they'll make it off selling me that bike, not for selling the next one. And again, I'll mention this. You find a bike that has small problems with it, and this is what's good about being a maintenance guy, being able to do your own shit, and knowing you're going to ride the bike and not worship it, as Gma has said a few times. That had very small dings on it, had very small paint problems on it, that I didn't care about, because I'm not going to show the bike. I'm not putting it in a show. I'm going to ride the shit out of it.
Yep.
And so that's why I got it at such a good price, because they had one same year, same color, same everything right next to mine, that it didn't have the small scratches on it stuff, and it was $2,000 more. It's hard to believe. Diana bought me a paint set with the clear coat and shit on it, and I repainted it. And again, it doesn't look brand new or pristine, but it's taken care of, handled.
Yep.
And I got it for $2,000 less than the other one, and it had less mileage.
That was
So
something that they were shocked about with buying this Gray Ghost. Was they said, "So what are you going to do with it?" I said, "I'll ride it." They said, "Right, I'm going to ride the shit out of it. Is what I'm going to do.
Yep.
I'm going to ride it all over the place." And he goes, "Wow." And I said, "What do you mean, wow?" And he goes, "There's only been 3 sold in Arizona. One's in a museum, and one's in a guy's personal collection. They don't get ridden. So this is the only one that's going to get ridden." You know? He's like, "You're really going to? I'm going to ride it, man. I'm going to change this
Yeah.
stupid seat out because it's uncomfortable." You know.
What the hell are you going to buy something for if you're not going to ride
Oh,
it?
I
Just
so I can
stupid.
have, so I can look at it. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I saw somebody advertise here. I'm looking to buy a 20. No, it was a 2020 K16 Grand America with 1,600 miles on it. What should I look out for? And I'm like, how about a bike that's almost 6 years old and nobody's ridden it? That's probably the problem.
Yeah.
And again, there's people they'll buy these things. First thing I'm thinking is nobody. If somebody's only put 1,600 miles on it, they probably never changed oil in it because they didn't think they had
Yeah.
to. Because I put almost
Yeah.
40,000 on mine in 4 years. No, almost 5 years. So I rode mine, and the oil's been changed at least 10 times in it. So that I can't see
Yeah.
somebody having a bike that's almost 5 years old and never having changed oil in it, or only put 1,600 miles on it. That's insane.
Yeah. So, yeah, but 1,500, 1,600 miles on it. Yeah, they better have changed it at least once.
Probably
At
got
least
it at the
once.
five. They
Even
probably
if they
got it
just
at the
change
500-hour
Yeah.
mark, and that's
Even
it.
if they change out for their break in and then put synthetic in it, oh, okay, that's they get away with that. Synthetic doesn't go bad.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm sure eventually it would, but I've never seen that, so I don't.
I would be afraid. Well, I was afraid the Kawasaki. I mean, it's bulletproof engine, but I still had to put some diesel in the plugs because I was afraid of the seals, the rings being locked up.
Yeah.
I had a Harley or a Honda Shadow, the one that I've told the story before, the one that stayed in a pawn shop for 5 years and didn't run. And I go up there, me and my at that time 13-year-old daughter, put some diesel down the holes and shoved it around and tried to roll it over in the parking lot. Finally got it rolled over. They said it hadn't ran in 5 years. We had it running in like less than an hour.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think it's a waste to have these bikes and not run them.
On something like that, I'd probably get it. First thing I do is just all the fluids, and then, of course, 5 or 6 years old, I'm going to change anything that's rubber on it because
Yep.
even tires expire after so
Yep.
long. Even if they got good tread, get rid of them because
Yeah.
that's going to be a catastrophe. If it's
Yep.
belt driven, get rid of that belt, put a new one on there. And like I said, if that engine's only got 1,600 miles, has been sitting for 5 or 6 years, I'm going to do a new break-in on it. I'm gonna change it out with organic oil, regular oil. I'm gonna do the acceleration, deceleration, hitting each gear, come back, change out everything again, and then probably go to synthetic after that.
Yeah.
That's just the way that I would do it because I don't like to trust that somebody else did a break-in correctly. So, and I see a lot of Harleys have that issue where they just go out and get on it and it's one-sided, and they wonder why they're burning oil because they didn't do their deceleration either.
You ever watch Matt
Yeah.
Spears?
I'm sorry?
You ever watch Matt Spears?
No.
I saw he's taken 2 bikes up to Alaska to ride them from Anchorage up to Dead Horse, and he takes them right out of the box, and it says for the first 50 miles, keep them under 40 miles an hour. He goes, "No, hell, I'm gonna run it pegged all the way up to Dead Horse." Brand new motorcycles. They're Amazon specials. So they're these $2,000 250cc. One was a sport bike. The other was a cruiser. And the sport bike fell apart. The rims were Chinesium, and he shattered the rim maybe 100 miles into the journey. Zip tied the tire to the rim and ran it almost all the way. The cruiser did make it. He said it ran awesomely the whole way, and he had a guy on a sport bike with him that ended up breaking down. But yeah, I said do not ride in excess of 40 miles an hour for the first 50 miles, and he's like, nope, I'm going to peg it the whole way. So now long term, that cannot be good for that. But now he did stop though after 50 miles and change the oil out, and literally with the first oil change, it looked like tar. And after that, it ran great. So that first oil change definitely worth.
I'm gonna get touchy feely. I'm gonna get touchy feely. Always take care of the things that love you.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Hair, makeup, nails, all that's not part of the budget. Bike parts, not part of the budget because that bike loves me. Okay, the bike's gonna take care of me, and in more ways than just going out for a ride. So I'm always gonna take care of it. And that goes for all of them. All the bikes in the garage, they all run great. They're all set up. So if I take care of them, they're going to take care of me and love me back.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
Yep.
and I hear them
Absolutely.
talking.
About you
They
or
talk
with
to
you?
me.
Yeah.
I
Well,
have.
there's nothing like, you know this. You go out, you look at your bike's looking at you going, hey man, let's go.
I make promises. I go out and I get on the street glide and I look at the sports string and go, tomorrow, if the sun's out tomorrow, we're riding. I swear, I promise you.
Uh,
And then I break
See,
the
you
promise.
they'll each look at me like, so you're taking me out too, right?
Can I go
You
too?
take me out. Okay, where's Doug? Oh, he went around the corner. He's coming back. And then you got to get on the other one, and because they talk. And then when I'm
Yep.
done looking all of them, then I smile and go, okay, I took care of you guys. So just relax.
Aw.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back in the house and smile and think about all the little around the corner rides that we just did. So you've ridden him all week. You've taken that one to work all week. But you haven't ridden me at all. Okay.
Now, like your kids, it's like you can't go to the store without, and leave one behind. It's unfair. I'll take you next time.
Exactly.
We'll go out for ice cream tomorrow.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Today
You
it's her
didn't
day.
take-
We're gonna take her out. It's her day now.
You didn't give me the good
Tomorrow
juice.
never
You
comes.
Spring, yeah. I've already told the Sportster, winter's here now. It's here for good. You had your time. 2 winters ago, when I had to ride that as my winter bike, I had heated grips on it, and I had a heated vest. I still have the heated grips, but it's like I've got a better bike. The heated grips are going to go on that one now, and that's going to ride this winter because there's a whole lot more air coverage. The funny thing was when I was riding the Sportster to work, it was almost an hour ride to work, and I would ride it, and I rode it all the way to work, all the way down to 20 degrees. And it sucked, but since I told myself in my head that I had to do it, I did it. But now I don't have to do it. So I'll ride the bigger bike.
Yeah. Gotta ride them all.
I'm gonna be okay with it. I'm still gonna take it out when I can on the weekends if it's sunny. Try to get it out. But yeah, as far as taking it to work and stuff, I'll just take the bigger bike this year.
Well, I'm kind of stuck with the one going back and forth to work because it's got all the bags on it. I can put my tools in it until they finally buy my tools that I need, and I can just leave them on my truck. That's kind of the way it's got to be. So, 2 days a week I can ride any of them I want, but Mondays and Thursdays I've got to take the bigger bike. So with all the bags.
Totally understandable.
So the other ones just have to wait. They can be sad, and then the truck looks at me and goes, "What? I don't want it." Just leave me in the garage. I like being chill.
I like the air conditioning.
Turn the air conditioner on before you go.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and close it up. We've been moving along for quite a while now. Anybody got some final thoughts? Oh, what did I do? Biker girl,
I don't know.
what did you have for Thanksgiving? What was your favorite thing about Thanksgiving this year?
I invited a few people over. I invited 2 people over. One came, one didn't. It was said ahead of time, hey, this is the house of minimal expectations, so set your standards low and you'll be just fine.
I like
Everyone
that.
was happy. The turkey turned out okay. It was underwhelming. It was maybe an off-brand did it the same way. It was just here's the deal. It wasn't bad. It wasn't dry. It just didn't really have the flavor I think that we were looking for. We barbecue our bird every single
Yeah.
day. It was good. The husband was good. We had, we do ribeyes for Christmas, okay? Turkey for Thanksgiving, ribeyes.
Yum. I love me
And,
some ribeye.
Had one of the husband's coworkers over. It was just very chill, very relaxed. The monster-in-law came over, and she was only mildly off-putting, and it was good. So it was nice out. I didn't get out on a ride. I was lazy. Stayed in. Also, we're kind of going through a transition here, so I can't really leave the husband completely alone either. So there was just a transition. We're figuring everything out, but I didn't get out on a ride, but it was good. It was just a lazy day, and we cooked and we ate, and I went to bed so full, I didn't know if I was going to make it out.
Yep.
How about you guys?
I stayed home. She cooked. I made a green bean casserole. That was my only contribution this year, and I'm okay with that. And we had leftovers to. Well, we had turkey omelets for breakfast,
Nice.
and she had a turkey sandwich with a green bean casserole on the side and stuffing, and I had a Thanksgiving burrito, which is where I put the gravy, stuffing, um, smoked hummus cheese, and some other goodies on a tortilla. Put it in the microwave and warmed it up, and it was delicious.
Yum.
Yeah,
That's how I roll.
I like it.
That sounds fantastic.
It does sound.
I'm
I
actually
should
about to
say
make another one.
the husband makes the turkey, and all I had to do was the sides. That's all I had to do. So
We didn't do food. I can't eat anyway. We did discuss some future plans, and I think I'm sworn to secrecy on it, but there'll be an invitation when we do finally do this. We're not going to tell anybody what we're doing. We're just going to invite everybody to
a date in
an
the future.
event, and we're not going to say what it is.
Nice.
But the event will say it'd be really important if you go. That's it. We're just not going to tell anybody what we're doing.
I'm in.
It could be anything. It could be anything. It might just be, because we got a puppy or something. But
Might be a pool cleaning party. Everybody
Yeah.
come on over.
probably we'll have to get the pool heater cooler before then, because I'm not getting in it.
Yeah.
We did discuss an event we're planning, and we're not telling anybody what it is. That way, the people that actually show up to it are the people that we want to be there, because
That's
they're
so
the ones
awesome,
that care
you
enough
guys.
to show up.
Yeah, sorry,
So,
I almost cussed on
stop it.
channel.
No, we're past that part. We're fine.
But
Okay.
yeah, that's it. We'll keep it a secret, and we're not going to tell anybody what it is. It's going to be one of those. Those are the people that we would want to show up anyway. Is the people that show up.
I'm gonna show up and everybody's gonna be like, "Who's this bitch?" You'd be like,
You
"I don't
better.
know."
No, they won't be saying that. You better.
We've seen her online. No, not that site. Don't worry, it's all good.
There will only. I get to tell one person, and she gets to tell one person. We came to that agreement. I get to tell one person. She gets to tell one person.
I
Nice.
don't know I have no idea what all the rules are anymore.
That's-
I just, it's all, yeah.
That's it. We're just not going to tell anybody what our events are. We'll just say we're having an event at our house. We would love for you to be there and RSVP, because we'll need to know.
Right?
But that's it. That's it. So we started talking about that yesterday, Thanksgiving, and things we were thankful for, I guess. So, but yeah. So Thanksgiving dinner was I think a rolled up tortilla with cheese
Tortillas are awesome. As long as you got cheese, you're fine.
and butter.
And butter.
I will try my next. No, I'll try my next ham sandwich with butter, which will be Easter. That'll probably be the next time we have a big ham here.
Oh, you gotta. You could also do a ham and cheese roll up with some butter on it too on a tortilla.
Yep.
God, I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't
What
get a whole
else is
lot
really
of
good
ham.
is grilled ham and cheese sandwiches.
Oh, we've done
Yeah.
that. We've done it. We do a lot. We had a sandwich maker, and then I broke the foot off one because I got too enthusiastic with smashing, and so I guess we got to have the sandwich maker. Anyway, long story
I
short,
have a pan and some butter. I make
Yeah.
it by hand. So good.
Flip and then
Exactly.
right up.
Yep. So good. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, maybe I'll make that for dinner.
Mm,
I'm already thinking that now. Yeah.
I know, right?
I got more turkey. I got more turkey and mashed potatoes. We'll go that.
Oh, I left all that at my daughter's house. I do have some cheesecake though, and she made this pecan pie trifle with mascarpone cheese whipped cream. So freaking
We
good.
saw the cheesecake.
Masco, what? Yeah,
Yeah.
I did see the
It's phenomenal.
Masco,
It's
what?
just as good as it looks. Pardon?
oh my
What's a
God.
mascarpone?
Mascarpone cheese. Mascarpone cheese.
What is it?
We did have a.
It's just a special kind of Italian cheese. It's kind of a little sweet. It's very good.
We did have a cake here recently. It was my dad's 80th birthday. He lives here at the house with us now, and
Nice.
So yeah, we had a cake for him. It's what's left over this over there next to his chair.
Well,
So
when I come down, I'll make you a cheesecake, Doug.
the oven's right there.
Okay.
I'll have everything you need. You let me know. I'll have everything you need.
Okay. All right.
Love it.
Yeah.
The nice part about it is they freeze really well, so you can, when it's all done and set and everything, you slice it up and you do it in like 1 or 2 slice portions, and then you take it out, and it's kind of like a damage control thing too.
I'm gonna stop
Because a lot of
taking
people
this
just sit
action
there.
this week
Yeah,
just so I can
yeah,
eat.
yeah, exactly.
Oh
Yeah,
my god, that sounds fantastic. You guys do know you're always welcome here at the house, whether we're here or not.
dude, I have your address.
Yeah, doesn't matter. I'll send you an app. You get in the door. It's fine. And I know that some of us like some of us just like to stop, eat, sleep, shower, and go. That's fine. It's fine.
Yep.
You don't have to visit. Okay.
I'll need at least one beer.
If,
There
if
will
you
be at
do
least
plan
one
on
beer.
spending the night, let me know. But yeah, it's or not spend the night, but stay in an extra day. Let me know. But I'll
Yeah.
take the day. We'll go for a ride or something, or not.
Sounds good.
But yeah, it's
Sounds good.
not. Visitation is not a requirement. You can just stop in, use the laundry, take a shower, use the room, and go if you want.
Dude, I visit with you every week anyway. It's good.
It's not the
we're
same.
We're the same way. Sometimes we just want to stop, eat, sleep, shower, and
Exactly. Yep. Yeah.
So we get that.
It'll be great. I'm looking forward to it already.
Doug, Biker Girl, what's that beer that y'all keep talking about that I don't have?
805.
805.
805.
Yep.
We have 901 here.
I also drink. Well, they used to call it Joy Bus Wow, and now it's just Wow, like Four Peaks. And here recently, I've switched over to this apple cider. It's kind of a homemade thing. So, it's pretty good.
Biker Girl does that too. She puts vodka in anything and calls it a homemade drink.
Well, this is just fermented really well. So, once I finish this, then I don't remember anything that happened during the day. It's great.
So I made apple pie moonshine one time and I went down to Louisiana. I took a bunch for everybody. And one of my cousins went to his house. We're going to meet up with my other cousins later and have a barbecue. And he says, "Oh, what's that?" I said, "It's apple pie moonshine. I'll bring you some in." He pops the top. Says, "Oh, this is pretty sweet." And I was like, "Well, if you're going to drink it, mix it like half and half with Sprite, or don't drink very much. It's really strong." He said, "Yeah, okay, I'll mix them up later." So we go to my other cousin's house. We start cooking. And so she says, "Well, I'm going to call my brother. He hasn't shown up yet." So I call. I said, "Alan, are you coming?" He goes, "Dude, I'll be drinking half of this bottle. I can't find my legs. I can't get out of my chair." And I'm like, "You didn't drink it straight, did you?" He's like,
No.
The difference between the moonshine and the cider, the color difference.
"Yeah, that's got mulling in it." Yeah.
Yeah.
I make mine with 2 gallons of apple juice, 2 gallons of apple cider. I kickstart it with a bottle of vodka and a flavored vodka, and then a bottle of Everclear.
Wow.
And then I put 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, heat it up to about 200 degrees, and then let it cool. And then I pair it off into jars, put it in a styrofoam cooler, and put it in a closet, in a dark closet, for about a month.
Yeah.
The longer it stays in there, the stronger it gets.
Yeah.
And it's sweet wines. So any sweet alcohols, anything that's made with sugars or like fruit pectins and stuff, always end up being really sneaky because you can't taste the alcohol. Grain alcohols are not
Right.
sneaky. Grain alcohols are the ones that bite you. They burn. You know you're drinking alcohol. Sugar alcohols, you don't know that's what you're drinking. They just taste sweet. That's why when I was a kid in elementary school, they would have all the fermented apple juice, and the kids would drink it and get drunk, and nobody knew why, because they were drinking all the old apple juice. Because it was in the perfect environment in Texas to get really nice and hot, get fermented, then they'd chill it, give it to all the kids. Bunch of fucked up first graders.
Kids got really quiet.
It was a good time.
All the kids are asleep. I wonder why.
And maybe that was a foreshadowing. Yeah, it's nap time. Drink your apple juice. Drink your apple juice. Take a nap. Okay.
Get away with it.
Pretty much.
All right.
Yeah.
So anybody got any closing thoughts here? Doug never has closing thoughts. He's like, I've said anything I want to say. I'm done.
Nah, just go for a ride. Listen.
Amen.
Go for a ride.
Take a ride. Biker
Ride the
girl.
bike, make the memories. Absolutely.
Yep.
G-Ma.
What?
That's all she's got to say. All right, go back to cutting your
What
paper.
have I got
All right.
to say?
Yeah, go cut your paper.
I'm gonna go for a ride tomorrow.
Nice.
It's only 8% chance of rain, so the Dyna is
Yes.
all back
Yes.
and has fresh oil. Yeah, I know, right? Hey. Anyway.
This just isn't right.
This is our big steering wheel. So I was driving my car. There it was.
Anyway. Yeah, I don't have any significant thoughts to share.
All right, guys. Like,
Bye.
comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Look down below, buy a t-shirt, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Get some coffee mugs, get something. Check out all these nice people I have on the panel tonight. Tell them all hello and subscribe to their channels.